Silent John incremental, another silent instrumental, the nerd rap existential. People compare me to MC Christopher a lot, but the fact is I predicted with significance. I'm the oldest geek rapper by far, say K&R, compiling kernels, open bracket, cause I rack it. And my nerds throw your laser pen in the air and wave it all around like you had no repercussions. Now follow instructions, Professor. Why these discussions consist of nothing but incoherent rambling and babbling, but you just still take notes cause you never know what's happening. I'll drop a little nugget, a tidbit if you will. There were 4 United States presidents named Bill.
Really?
If you run out of hit points, the game will shout.
Your life force is running out.
If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life. If you dig this, then you dug this, cause I'm all about the nerd life, word life, yeah. Let me start again, put it on like a cardigan, swinging like my name was Mad Mardigan, which reminds me, Warwick Davis was Willow and a knee walk, Leonard Nimoy was Galvatron and Spock. That ain't typecast, I don't know what it. Talk about free destiny, nobody gets the best of me. I've only played one role my whole lifetime, the nerd lifeline, stream through a wicked pipeline. So no one can buy mine, cause mine is original and I write rhymes to burn on a CD, play in the mini V. Soccer mom, yodel back, yodel let belittle me. I got a sidekick, I gotta stay connected. Watch out for my D-com or you'll get infected. And you don't wanna be one of my bots, cause I see it all like Sauron the Cyclops. And I won't hesitate to drop your whole net block if you're acting up and you're dumber than a pet rock. I'm about this nerd life, as you can see, spreading like a virus on MP3.
On MP3. STC. Shoutouts to Vic, Agnostic One, up with fucking Silent John. Yeah. Nerd Life, graphing calculator, HP48G. The G is for gangster. Digital snip, yeah. You know how we do.
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated TonyTGD. That was Dig Dug by Whitey Cracker. He is Captain Carl, and this is Gabbing with Geeks. So, Carl, what's going on?
So, I got my second surgery a few days ago.
Oh, so how's the transition going? Are you enjoying being a woman?
Oh my gosh, it is so amazing. I can read people's comments without actually having the thing close to in my face.
So you got normal vision again, huh?
Oh, I've never really had no vision. I still like my right eye is still my blind spot, for example.
Oh, that sucks.
It is what it is.
So I do have a new microphone, brand new microphone. So if you guys can't hear me, if the volume's off, if something's going on, let me know, because it is new, first time using it. So, Carl, what else has been going on with your week?
Let's see here. Got my 3 games and been playing Kingdoms of Amalur: Re-Reckoning.
How is that? I played the original. I didn't play the remaster or re-release, whatever.
You know, not a lot really changes. A lot of it just like statistics, and believe it or not, there were bugs that needed to be fixed in the remaster version, as opposed to things being better in the original.
Gosh.
You don't have that stupid online pass bullshit.
I know it. What about it?
So I mean, you don't have that. That's another thing. It's different. That's about it.
Sounds like fun. Sounds like a good deal. So I know you've been dealing with the little bit of hate from the Tommy Zero Club.
Oh, I don't care. He's more than welcome to say whatever he wants. I said before, I say again, I love the attention.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I love it when people give me attention. They make videos on me. You know, make me more popular, make me more important.
You know, I will actually go to their video and I will give them a compliment. It'll actually provide criticism, constructive criticism, so they can make better videos of me in the future. Because that's the kind of guy I am, the big man himself.
Amico Day is here. He's saying, who says that? So apparently there is no beef. He says there's no beef.
Oh, okay, whatever. I mean, he's a liar and an idiot, so, but I guess that's cool if you believe him.
I believe everybody. That Zig says, Carl made a video saying I was a weirdo, and then I made a rebuttal. What is wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it.
I didn't call you a weirdo. I called you plenty of other things. Not a weirdo. Tony called you a weirdo, though, but I didn't. I called you lots of things, though, if you're going to be more technical.
Yeah, but he did have a cool robot. Did you see his cool robot?
Oh, I don't like robots all that much. I like him in video games, but in real life, it is what it is,
Are you scared of robots, Carl?
No, I'm scared of lots of things, but not robots.
Mr. Beefy says he's here now, so there is beef because Beefy is here.
Yeah.
Amico Day says he even made a friendly thank you video for subbing because he subbed to his channel. See?
I actually like that video. Good job.
No beef. End of the story. Says that's the end of the story. That's the end of that chapter. Amico Day, Carl, they came together.
I guess. Yeah, whatever.
He says I should Jerry Springer this interview. It's not even an interview. Carl's a co-host. This is like this is a banner at the beginning. So it's been a good week.
Tony's Jerry Springer and I'm Steve.
That might work. That might work. You have to beat up my guests next time they show up. Unless it's Vito. We don't want you beefing with Vito.
I won't pick a fight with Vito as long as he doesn't start anything with me. I told you I won't let him talk to me like I'm a dog.
Don't start no beef. Won't be no beef?
Yeah. If he cannot make his point without asking me the same question 30 bajillion times, I'm just not interested.
I've had an interesting week here, Carl.
Oh yeah, what happened? What happened to you? What happened to you this week?
Well, like I said, I got the new microphone.
Yeah, that's awesome. What kind of microphone did you get?
It is a Tonar TC30 USB condenser mic. I don't know, some shit that I ordered off of Amazon. It's got the little pop filter and all kind of shit. So hopefully things will get better. We won't hear so much lip smacking, but you will still get the cash stacking.
Chappie is saying interview have an Amico Day. Tommy Zero.
Yeah.
I mean, we can if Tony wants. I'm okay with it.
I think because the last time went so off the rails, we might have to schedule that type of thing. That way,
yeah, okay. I mean, if he's still interested, he's more than welcome.
On top of that,
cartoons though. None. None. Zip, zilch, zippity doo dah. No cartoons.
So, on top of the new microphone, Psychic Max started school this week, so that to deal with. So it's always good when the kids are going away, getting work to do, homework, and
yeah. Oh, actually, I do have a story. So, I was me and my dad were taking care of some business, and in comes this masked woman, and she says the most terrifying thing in the world: I just got over COVID. My dad wanted to get away from her. Fortunately, I was a pretty good distance away myself. So, and after she left, the people started cleaning where she was at.
Yeah, I would too.
had a scare, but I mean, I got vax, so it's.
Oh, you submitted to the vax?
Yeah, you bet your ass. I have 3 reasons why. Well, 2 or 3 reasons why I did it. So
I have not gotten the vax.
I mean,
I did not plan on getting the vax.
As long as you're aware of the whatever side effects, you can prepare for them. It's your business.
That's right.
Just don't do that. Just don't go whenever you have the COVID. Just don't go when you're just getting over it. Don't go up to like you're a foot away from someone. Tell everyone that. Please don't do that.
I will tell you this though, Carl. If Tommy Tellerico would like to get into a boxing match with me on 10/10/2021, I will get the vax so I can travel to California for such an event. I mean, I will do that. But other than that, there's no reason for me to get the vaccine at this time.
Oh, well, Chappie. Can I call you just Chappie? Chappie. I generally try to be honest with people. It's rare that I ever break the 3 laws.
Of robotics or what?
No, of lying. The 3 rules to lying.
Never admit that you lied. Always lie.
No. Amateur.
It wasn't you?
The 3 rules of lying are as follows. Never lie about anything big. Never tell a big lie, which is not the same thing. 1 and 2 are not the same thing. And number 3, never spend more than a second to construct your lie.
Here's my 1 rule of lying. Just don't lie. There's really no point. Why are you going to lie? Just tell the truth. Or just
I always figure I don't really do anything to people that requires me to lie to them. When I get to myself, on the other hand, that's another story. But
Amico Day says, "Why am I hated? I'm trying to fix this whole darn Amico problem, but things are going. I have to settle down after the failure first." No one hates you, Amico Day. I don't hate you. I don't think Carl.
I don't hate you. I just I think what I think, but I don't hate you. It's not the same thing.
Right.
It's just an opinion. It's and I'm sorry, I don't believe that your system exists. It doesn't apply to the way hardware traditionally works for computers.
Tommy Amico loves Amico Day.
We don't hate you. I mean, granted, you have awful taste in cartoons and cars. But I don't hate you.
Personally, I think that the Intellivision Zero would be not good. We can already play old games on emulators, Mr. FPGA,
I mean,
stuff like that. And new systems are going digital, so there's nothing for you to pick up. After the PlayStation 5, I imagine the PlayStation 6 is going to be all digital, 7 all digital. So there's no way for you to play those newer games. I mean,
okay, let's take your system, okay? Let's take your base system. Okay, so someone spends, okay, so someone just hears about your system the day the next generation components come out, right?
Right.
So you're basically paying $750 just to do the same thing that you can do for the Microsoft and Sony systems for $500, and that's probably going to be their standard MSRP for the time being. If I had to guess, people are just paying too much for your systems. If you want my opinion, I would just go retro, make retro games. I mean, they'll be stupid enough to include a USB port, or people are going to hack the shit out of it.
Yeah, Beefy says, isn't that just what Polymega's doing? That's what I'm saying.
Actually, Retro Bro proved that you can do all the disc-based stuff on a normal PC.
Yeah.
He took a micro PC and that had a disk drive, installed some emulator software, and that's basically what the Polymega is doing.
All right, Amico Day says, hold on. Amico Day says it's about making a fourth-party console. The new games are ports of third-party companies.
It doesn't work. That's my problem with it. Conceptually, it fails. Yeah. It smells like a hoax.
He even says it's about playing current games. Your argument is buying a PS5, then buying a... No, that's not my argument. My argument is that by the time you said that it's going to be future-proof, right? That's part of the Intellivision Zero. You're not going to be able to play PS6 games in the future if PS6 games are never released in a physical form. If it's all digital, you're going to have to somehow hack into the Sony digital space to be able to play their games. You're not going to be able to play a digital PS6 game on some third-party system.
Can I expand on that?
Go ahead.
Okay, let's say that's true. You're talking about a fourth entry, right? I'm going to explain to you why that doesn't work, at least utilizing standard practices that Microsoft and Sony are utilizing at the moment. Each of them has some sort of backwards compatibility. Microsoft's backwards compatibility spans multiple generations that are more than 2. So you can play some Xbox original games, some Xbox 360 games, all of the Xbox One games. Sony, you can play like 99.5% of PlayStation 4 games. They have some classic PlayStation 2 games. I think some of the originals as well. And companies are remastering some of the old stuff. Capcom, for example, has the Devil May Cry trilogy. It's pointless if you're going to try and do that stuff. The reason Nintendo will always survive is because they're doing their own thing. And if Tallarica could make the Amico work, it was going to do its own thing. You don't want to be the competition. You want to differentiate from them.
Exactly. Amico Day saying the Xbox are only digital backwards compatible. You need to download the game even if you have the disc. That's the point, because going forward, there's never going to be a disc, so there's never going to be a way for the Zero system to emulate it.
Okay, so here's a little known fact. One of the problems about Microsoft's backwards compatibility that most people don't understand. You see, take New Vegas, the Ultimate Edition, load the one with all the DLC in, and have it all installed. The game will only run the DLC half the time. And this is from my personal experience. So that's not necessarily saying it's guaranteed to work like you say it is.
Ray is saying Amico Day is the rock star of the gaming industry.
I mean,
Amico
I would
Day.
love
Hold on.
to believe you.
He says, I'm not emulating the new systems. We're going to have our own architecture. You said it's future-proof and that you will be able to emulate all the systems one generation behind. Eventually, they will be at the PlayStation 7, and then you're claiming you'll be able to emulate the PlayStation 6. And I'm telling you that it's going to be impossible when you have an all-digital system. So it's not going to, eventually at some point, the Intellivision Zero is no longer going to be able to emulate the previous generation.
It's not going to be possible with Microsoft, I'll tell you that much. They are dead set on appealing to consumers with their architecture. And they're not going to let you have it. Let me tell you something. They won't even let third-party companies have access to their wireless technology. What makes you think they're going to let you have access to their architecture and run, Halo, whatever the version is, during that generation? They're not going to. They won't even let Nintendo or Sony have those kind of properties. You're lucky to get a Microsoft property in this day at any age.
Yeah. Let me give some advice to Intellivision Zero guy, to Tommy Zero.
Tommy Zero.
Okay, look, if you really want to put out a new system, you need to drop the whole module laser active bullshit. Okay.
No one cares about that stuff.
Okay, emulating the past systems, emulating other people's work is not how you distinguish yourself among the competition. Like Carl said, you need original IPs, you need original games, first-party games, third-party games. If you really want to make a system, what you need to do is develop your own hardware. You need to reach out to failed Kickstarters. There are plenty of failed Kickstarter games that are good on paper, that look good, have decent graphics, have a good dedicated team. They just couldn't raise the money because they were not able to reach the audience. People didn't know the Kickstarters existed, time frames, maybe there's a different country. You know, these people have good games that are out there that are just waiting for someone to come along and say, hey, we'll pay the Kickstarter money that you needed, the 50,000, 30,000.
Yeah, that's an idea. You could always do something like that. You know, develop your platform and then swoop in and fund those projects.
You get those projects, you'll have a system with a bunch of games that no one else has that are unique to your system. You'll be able to cherry pick what you want, so it has a common theme, whether it's 2D graphics, 16-bit, pixel art, whatever the style is that you want. So then the system will be all unique towards you, and then you'll be able to compete in your own space among the big three.
You need to create your own identity. You don't need to run all the other big kid games. You need to run your own games. There's a reason pixel art stands the test of time still.
Amico Day says Intellivision games are our IPs, and this is where I believe that you're delusional and you do not understand how things work.
Okay, yeah. Let me. Can I make a point, Tony?
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah. See, here's the thing. The problem with that. The Mattel Intellivision didn't survive originally. What does that tell you? That's like dating the ugliest chick in high school, and she never gets prettier as she gets older.
Damn, Carl, it's cold.
So no offense to any ladies here, okay? I'm just making a point. In general, you could use it for, guy, girl, whatever. You get the point. My point is, it's a fail. It's a failed product. And the only people who are into Intellivision games are hosers. The people who are more, who are the kind of guys that are big, more of a, are, I gotta try and figure out how to say this right. The kind of guy that is a bigger loser than me. You don't want those kind of people. You need the kind of people who, let me see here. Okay, I got a good one. The kind of guys who make the kind of guys who like games like Bendy and the Ink Machine or Axiom Verge or The Messenger. That's the kind of audience you need to appeal to. You need to make a console that can run indie games. And trust me, if you're developing, these games are popular enough, they'll win. I mean, look at some of the games are going to platforms like Good Old Games. You need to have your own unique identity. You need to make those kind of games. I love those kind of games. I mean, I wish you luck in your project. I really hope you prove me wrong, but Tony, I think we need to move on.
You don't want to talk about this no more?
I mean, it's one of those conversations that keep going full circle.
All right. I guess we will move on from the Intellivision Zero talk. We're going to get into a brand new segment here on the show.
Oh,
see,
boy.
Carl made a video the other day. I forget when he made it, but he told us his 3 favorite candy bars. And I realized watching that video that Carl knows his countdowns.
It's like 2 or 3 weeks or whatever.
Carl knows his countdowns. He knows what are the best and what are the worst of things. So we're going to have a new segment here. Countdowns with Carl. That's right. We're going to get the definitive list of the top 3s from the man himself, Captain Carl.
All right.
We're going to get some suggestions from the audience for next week and the following week. And that I'm going to throw in some, lists that I want to get from Carl. But today, on the inaugural episode of Countdowns with Carl, we're going to hear what are the 3 best ice cream flavors. Take it away, Carl.
Okay, so the first one that touches my heart each and every time is cookies and cream, and this has been my favorite flavor since since childhood. And the reason being that I picked this flavor and all the others on this list is A, you can find them at any grocery store. B, they're always priced economically. So in other words, you can get any low-income family can go in, buy a good portion to split. And I mean, it's got it's basically vanilla ice cream with Oreos. It's the best of both worlds. So that's
your number 3?
Huh?
That's number 3?
Yeah. Okay, so the second flavor is pumpkin pie. Let me tell you, I love holiday ice creams, like eggnog or pumpkin pie or whatever, just because it just kind of reminds me of that time. And they're always so good. Again, for the same reason as cookies and cream, that you can find it at an economical size and portion at any grocery store. And right. I've never had a bad pumpkin pie ice cream to date.
I've never had pumpkin pie ice cream, period. So,
wow, that's an injustice. You need to see if you have them. If you have a Walmart, they might have them there. Or at UDF if you have one there as well. The third one is banana split.
Banana split is the number 1?
Yeah, there's actually a flavor of ice cream called banana split. Because it literally tastes like a banana split.
Does it have bits of bananas in it?
Yeah, it tastes like banana. It has chocolate. I think it's got like walnuts, something like that. Really, really good. I know they have it at my local Kroger's. Might have them at the UDF or Walmart. Again, and mind you, I love all those exotic flavors of ice cream like mermaid or unicorn, but they're just not as readily available all the time. These flavors just for me stand the test of time. So yeah, those are my 3.
So there it is. Carl says the 3 best flavors of ice cream are
cookies and cream, pumpkin pie, and banana split.
You heard it, folks. There is no disputing it. Carl has spoken. He will be back next week to let us know another
Carl's
countdown.
favorite Tommy Tallarico moment. Maybe. I mean, if enough people ask for it.
That might be for the year-end review show.
Yeah, maybe. I actually do want to review all the videos about me at the end of in December. So
P.O. Box Christmas says you're unfriended for pumpkin pie.
You don't like pumpkin pie ice cream? Oh well. I mean, I guess in your case, Superman ice cream or birthday cake.
I got to address this comment here. Amico Knight, who was apparently a parody of the Amico Day, who is a parody of Amico, he says, Carl has no idea you're clowning him. Incorrect. I am not clowning Carl. Carl is a friend.
No, he's totally serious to me.
Beforehand.
Yep, we discussing twatter.
What people don't understand is I am very sarcastic. I like to joke around. Carl knows this.
Yeah, it's all cool. We're buddies.
So anyone who thinks that I'm abusing Carl or
no way, it's all good. He talked to me about this, like around 6 or something earlier tonight, and it's all good.
Yes. So please.
So I want to talk.
Do not judge us for our stupidity.
Yeah. Ridiculous, but not stupid. Yeah, so I want to talk about the 3 Nintendo games that I ended up picking up.
So what did you end up getting? Go ahead.
Okay, so let me explain something beforehand why I don't have the controller, because it was taking too damn long for them to ship that controller to my local GameStop. So I decided, okay, and I had a backup plan. I had a game I wanted to pre-order that pay off, and so I ended up ordering. Let's see here, Sonic Mania Plus for the Nintendo Switch. Now I could have gotten the one that had Sonic Team Racing, but that does not have the Plus content. So that's why I got that. The second one I got was Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. And I'll tell you why it is the best on the Switch, because it has an 8-player mode that is not available on any other platform. And the final one is Sonic Colors Ultimate HD. Just to complete my Sonic platformers on the for the Switch. Now, I'll tell you a game I did pre-order for November. I got the Pokemon Shining Pearl Brilliant Diamond Double Pack.
Interesting. Go on.
And basically, it's got both games. And that comes out in November, folks. 100 something for the double pack, as usual. Usual price. I can't wait to check out what they do to compensate for the lack of double screen. And that's all I got. Wait. I'm joining the Carl 2 movement. That's kind of interesting. I have no idea what that movement involves.
I think that's the like the Me Too movement, but it's the Carl 2 movement.
Well, I haven't sexually harassed anyone, so
Carl is abusing Tony.
I do like to use that hashtag, so just out of joke or whatever. So
I think they're saying that you're abusing me, Carl.
Oh, well, whatever. Reyes says, I pre-ordered the standard. Yeah, I mean, I was going to do that, Raya, but I thought good and hard, and I actually liked Diamond and Pearl, so that's why I ended up deciding to get both.
Rhea also
Tony?
says that she picked up Kataria Fables for Switch. It's a farming sim action RPG. It's fun so far, and I have to agree with her. I picked it up on the PlayStation 5. Very fun game. I'm loving it. You play as a little cat that joins a community. It's got farming. It's got action RPG elements. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Sounds cool.
I did actually do a preview of it, I believe, on the channel. I have the trailer on the channel if you want to check that out.
There's so many games on my Switch list that, I just, like, I need to pick a Pokemon Snap still, and I'm so, I'm just, that'll complete my 10 Switch games. So I need to work on my 20, the next 10 now. I mean, so I gotta pick some good ones that'll stand the test of time. And I have like a boxing game and Civilization 6, and yeah, it's going to be an interesting next 10. That's for sure.
So any other games you're looking forward to picking up, Carl?
Not really, not so much. I'm just not generally. Maybe Starfield if it comes out this year, but if it doesn't, that's not a big deal. Oh yeah. Skyrim Anniversary Edition. I'm kind of interested since they seem to be suggesting there's added content to it beyond the survival mode and the fishing.
I was gonna say I know they added the fishing. I
have no idea how that's gonna work, but
yeah. Well, here's my guess. I'm guessing that some of the DLC, the content club stuff, Creation Club, whatever the hell they call it, I'm probably we're gonna see some of that officially added into the game, and I'm guessing that's what they're gonna do.
Okay, so Ninja Kitty was asking how my surgery went. My surgery went fine. My vision is definitely improved. I got to go for the first week of not sleeping on that side or whatever. So it's cool, but it's frustrating to get through that. Yeah, so. Ghosts and Goblins. I'm not that big of a masochist. That's Tony's game. Yeah. He's the kind of person who likes getting it taken out the backside, not me.
Whoa.
He's the kind of guy who likes the dildos that have hooks and claws and spikes and heat up to 3,000 degrees Celsius. Not me. I'm not that kind of guy.
That's a really, really weird metaphor, but no. All right, we gotta talk about something that we talk about a lot on this show.
Yeah, here we go, folks.
Intellivision Amico. Now, I'm sure some of you, maybe most of you, have seen the video I did on Tommy Tallarico's Super Smash Brothers Melee 2.5 score. Well, apparently Tommy has watched it too because he went on Atari Age and he left a little rant, a little something. We're gonna take a look at that. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna try to keep me from going on a tirade because it's very.
I'm not
very
tirade all you want.
So let's try to blow this up a little bigger.
You're gonna have to read it for me. So
it says, "I need to quickly call out this nonsense. We knew damn well what score we gave the game. Okay, so first off, the thing that I quoted was an IGN forum in which Victor Lucas was not a part of. It was just Tommy Tallarico responding to a thread that had nothing to do with him, but he was just mentioned in it. So this was not like a G4 thread or a Victor Lucas, Tommy Tallarico forum post. So right away, I don't know why he's saying we knew damn well what score we gave the game. So then he says, 20 years ago, I was purposely trolling those people because we thought it was funny. Again, he keeps saying we, but there was no we. Victor Lucas was not in that thread. It was Tommy Tallarico in that thread. We thought it was funny at the time because people got so upset at what someone else thought of a video game. Sound familiar? Again, so he's admitting that he went to the forum and directly lied to those people who called him out on a 2.5 Super Smash Bros. Melee review. He's not saying he didn't lie. He's just saying that he was trolling. So he was purposefully being an asshole. He was not mistaken. He was not trying to cover his ass or save face. He was just being an asshole on purpose because he didn't like that they pointed out that he gave a 2.5. And he goes on to say, Tommy, you gave it a 2.5. No, I didn't. You must be mistaken. I gave it a 3.5. Actually, nowhere in the thread that I showed did Tommy say he gave it a 3.5. He said he was not going to tell you what he gave it, and whatever he gave it was closer to a 5 than a 2. A 3.5 would actually be halfway between a 5 and a 2. So even a 3.5 would be incorrect as to what he was trying to imply that he gave it.
And you know what? I can't wait to see what he says to correct you when he watches this episode of Gabbing with Geeks.
He says, if I was trying to hide or lie about it, I would have said I gave it a score of 7 or something, not 3.5. Again, he did not say he gave it a 3.5. He refused to tell people what he gave it. He claimed that it was not a 2.5 and that he would not tell anybody. It was nothing more than a running joke from 20 years ago. This was before YouTube reruns, etc. We thought it was funny. Again, this was not about the show. This was not about Victor Lucas. This was not about anything other than he gave it a 2.5. Someone mentioned that fact, and he jumped into the thread to claim that he did not give it this. But hey, if these obsessed stalkers, see, now he has to throw names at people because he can't just say they were wrong or I did something. No, he has to try to unperson someone, make someone subhuman to elevate himself. If these obsessed stalker trolls, folks, feel the need to examine every word I've ever written, no, we don't feel the need to examine every word you've ever written. Just the ones that pertain to your lies and your video game system. And after
your poor use of grammar. Seriously, dude, pick a thesaurus.
Says, and after 20 years only came up with a 1-point video game score difference. Again, you did not say 3.5. It was not a 1-point difference. And this was not the only thing that we've ever caught you lying about. So right off the bat, you're wrong on multiple levels. Then maybe I'm not as bad as people are making me out to be. No one is making you out to be bad, Tommy, except for yourself. You say stupid things. People point out the stupid things you say. Then you lie about the things. And he goes on to say, yes, another typical attempted smear job based on misconstruing information in hopes of making me look bad without even trying to get an explanation. Well, here's the thing. I said that you were trying to cover up the fact that you gave it a 2.5 and you were trying to save face. You were trying to make yourself not look as bad as you were. You came into Atari Age and basically said that you did lie, but you were just an asshole. You were just being an asshole. People might have been banned from that thread. They might have been banned from the forum, other places, simply because you lied, because you think that you're a celebrity and that your opinion and that you're a swagger and you can go in and push people around and bully people on the internet because of who you are. Well, fuck you, Tommy Tallarico. Fuck you and the horse you rode in on because
No. I can do better. Fuck you and the horse you came in.
Tommy is the R. Kelly of getting caught in gaming. Yeah. So here's the thing.
Good job. I like that comment. Sorry.
Now I'm going to share the thread that I had in my video.
Oh,
Okay,
you mean it gets better?
It does. It always gets better. It never gets worse for me. So here's the thread. Here's the comment he's replying to. And let me see.
Man, tell you what.
So this is Tommy Tallarico's name. It's his account. This is 2008. This is long after his show was over. Long after. Now, if we scroll up to the top of this particular thread, you'll see that it is about him giving Super Mario Galaxy an 8.5. Has nothing to do with Super Smash Brothers. Simply, this guy here said the guy who gave a 5 to Super Smash Brothers and doesn't like RPGs. Well, we know that he didn't give it a 5. This guy actually gave him credit and was giving him twice the score.
In answer to Amico Night, I actually prefer I like most ice creams, like a triple brownie. Just that, they they're bottom on my list. They're not really in my top 3 is all.
And again,
let's continue.
In 2008, Tommy said, for the record, this is not a true statement. Only a silly, made-up internet rumor that some haters made up in order to try and discredit me. Now, does that sound like somebody trolling? Does that sound like somebody going onto a forum and just trolling? Haha, I didn't give it a 2.5. Or does that sound like somebody trying to create a narrative and to say that this score doesn't exist? What do you think, Carl? Do you think that he was trolling here, or do you think that?
Oh, I mean, it's plain as day that he was trying to save his ass. I don't know why. It's not that big of a deal. He just keeps saying one offensive thing right after another. All he would have said is, yeah, that's my opinion. Suck it. Or something like that. He could have said that literally, and nobody would have cared.
And we know that was in 2008, correct? Because that's what it said there, right?
I mean, if you say it is, and if you show it as such.
Okay, so what if I were to tell you that that wasn't the first time that Tommy went on IGN to say that?
Oh, that doesn't surprise me.
You see, this right here is an earlier instance of Tommy Tallarico going on to IGN. Let me see, which one do I got up here? That would be this one here. It says, actually, I do watch your show. This is what he's replying to. And I did get it wrong. You gave it a 2 out of 10. So Tommy says, in 2005, 3 years before the previous example I showed you, says, nope, sorry, not even close. 2 is pretty close to a 2.5. And now he says, by the way, just out of curiosity, which show did you supposedly see that review on? Was it Judgment Day? Was it on G4? I'm interested to hear your response because the review never happened. He even put it never in capitals. So he was sure that no one was ever going to see this. So this is 2 separate instances separated by 3 years in which Tommy's claiming that the review never happened. Never happened.
Okay, so I propose we have a little fun with this. All right, everyone. I know y'all are watching, so I want you to come up with what Tommy Tallarico will say next after watching this stream, podcast, whatever you want to call it. And that includes you too, Tony. Go on.
And now, as you can see, this is the Xbox Lobby Tommy Tallarico thread. But, of course, things get better. Things always get better. Because there's one more instance. I'm going to share that screen here.
Oh, man.
I know, right?
Oh, again, it's like you're in a date. You're going to a family reunion.
This is Tommy Tallarico. count here.
Your relative is doing that embarrassing dance while he's drunk, and you just, anyway, yeah. Oh, go on. Let's see what he says next.
Tommy says, apology accepted. Wikipedia is made up by a random person willing to post anything on a subject. There is a lot of good info in general, but it isn't 100% accurate. For example, they say my full name is Thomas V. Tellerico, when in fact that is my father's name. We never reviewed Super Smash Bros. Melee on Judgment Day or G4. Victor Lucas gave the game a 4.5 on Electric Playground before G4 was even a channel. Tommy, well, we know that is untrue too, because Victor Lucas gave the game a 3 on reviews on the run, in which Tommy Tellerico gave the game a what, Carl? What did Tommy give the game?
2.5. And no, Amico Knight, I'm not bored. I just sound like that. I promise. I'm very interested.
You see,
go on.
Tommy
2.5, bitch. He gave it a 2.5.
Tommy, you live in a world where the internet cannot fact check your bullshit. Okay? You go around saying stupid shit thinking that no one's going to call you on it because you're a celebrity, you're a big shot, you're somebody important. You're a fucking nobody. Nobody remembered who the fuck you were until you started making the Amico. You're not a big name in the music industry. You fucking take all of Joey Curas's work. You take credit for it. He's the guy who invented oof. You put oof and creator on your fucking Twitter profile, but we all know that Joey Curas did all the fucking sound effects for Messiah, which you even collaborated in a fucking Twitter post yourself. Yet somehow a couple months later, you take credit for fucking creating oof. Why? Because you're a fucking
he's
bitch,
mad.
Okay? You're a fucking little bitch, spoiled brat who never got told no as a child. You think that no one's going to call your bullshit. You think that you have money and influence and that you're going to be able to bully and push people around and tell them to stop making videos and stop calling you on your bullshit. Well, guess what? Too fucking bad. That's not going to happen. Your day in the sun is over. You're a little fucking man. You're a sawed-off midget, and we got your fucking number, okay? So if anyone's got a problem with that,
I'll tell you what he is.
I'm going to say this right now.
Okay.
This is me.
Say
This is TonyTGD talking. I'm not fucking journalist mode. I am fucking Tony mode right now. I am tired of this shit. I'm tired of fucking Tommy coming around saying, I was just joking, guys. I was just pretending to do no.
My
bullshit,
gosh. Right? Force crap. Look.
Recently Tommy went on fucking Outrage and said he would really wish that he can get the Amico made in America just like the fucking Intellivision was made, except for we all know that the fucking Intellivision was not made in America. The original couple units were handmade. They were made in America, yes. But the actual consumer products of Intellivision, the original Mattel Intellivision, they were fucking made overseas, just like every other goddamn electronics in the fucking 1980s, okay? So don't try to some bullshit. You want to play semantic games. You want to fucking play games with people and string them along with your bullshit. Well, he was part of the team, but he wasn't really part of the team. You fucking lie to people. You got the SEC on your ass, and you still don't know how to shut the fuck up. This shit's going to catch up to you, and I'm going to fucking laugh my ass off when you fucking get taken down, and they fucking have you dragged away and you're screaming that the fucking SEC and the American government is nothing but a fucking bunch of haters, okay? Because that's going to be fucking funny to me. And that's all I got to say.
Oh, man. I mean, oh, man, I just can't. Oh. You know what really pisses me off about this whole thing? Tommy Tellerico is the kind of guy that would say something like, and I quote, the death camps were a great idea. And then, people look at him crossways. This is, wait, I was just joking. I can't help it. I'm Italian. That's a kind of person we're dealing with. This is the guy who would punch someone like Rick Moranis and just try to cover his ass and fail. That is what really pisses me off the most. And I wish someone would do that to him. Just punch him in the eye or something, say, and the person say, oops, I'm sorry, I can't help it, I'm Italian, or whatever.
Here's the
Yes,
thing.
I went through an extreme, but I had to use an extreme to make my point.
Here's the thing. Here's what makes me mad is the amount of people that they just refuse to see the bullshit in front of them. Okay, if you want to believe that the Amico is a good system, if you like the games, if you think that it's going to be fun, that's fine. I have no issue with that. But if you tell me that Tommy Tallarico is a fucking straight shooter, that he fucking is not lying to you, that he's not just stringing you along to fucking line his pockets, then you're a fucking moron, okay? If you truly believe that Tommy Tallarico is a trustworthy individual who you should have all your fucking hopes and dreams in his pocket, you're a fucking idiot, okay? I don't want to insult anybody. I don't want anybody to have any hard feelings after this.
No,
yeah,
we're not trying to hurt all of you, okay? That's just we're calling out one guy, one guy here.
He's constantly giving you wouldn't that be something? You know what? He hasn't said no. He'll tell you that fucking Contra is too hardcore to be on the system, but then he'll tell you that Contra is perfect to be on the system. He'll tell you that he's good friends with everybody who's ever made a fucking game. Him and Miyamoto-san are fucking throwing back sake and fucking celebrating with Jay Allard, and it's all fucking bullshit, and you guys know it. Stop pretending like the man is fucking telling you the truth, okay? If you have to lie to yourself in order to get the system, if that's what you're doing, just admit it. Be like, you know what? We're just fucking patting Tommy on the ass so the system comes out and we all know he's full of shit. Just say that, okay? You can tell me in private. You can hit me on Twitter on a DM and say, hey, Tony, we know he's full of shit. We just don't want him to stop making the system. We just want the system to come out, okay? If that's the case, then fucking I will understand, okay? But when he says shit like Beefy's talking about right here, Beefy says, Snafu is a packing. How the fuck do you go on Atari Age and say, someone gives a story about how him and his brother played the game and they loved it and they can't wait for the new system, and Tommy says, hey, Snafu is going to be a fucking pack-in because of your story is so great and you're going to love the fact that it's a pack-in, then turn around and never mention the fucking game again. Snafu has not been mentioned until I pointed out that it was supposed to be a pack-in, and Tommy called me a fucking liar that he never said that, except for then I proved that he fucking said it, and then he still called me a liar. Said, well, you don't know if it's going to be a pack-in or not. We might put 100 fucking games as a pack-in. Bullshit, Tommy. You got fucking caught dead to rights over and over and over again. Your fucking hand is in the cookie jar and we all can fucking see you. So people stop pretending like it isn't. God damn it, I'm mad.
Yeah, I can tell. It's certainly cool. I mean, it's A, your channel. B, it's okay to say what you think and look at me. Yeah, it's totally cool. I make a habit of not telling people who they can or can't be friends with, okay? It's none of my business, simply put. Just, it's okay to I got to use my words carefully so I don't piss off people who I mean, it's okay to be unaware. To be unaware of what he's saying, it's cool. I don't blame you. I'm not attacking you for it. None of us are.
Being ignorant of the stupid shit that Tommy has said and done is okay. I understand. If you said, Tony, I didn't know that he did this. I didn't know he said that. Now that I know. But for you to look at me and watch a video to see proof that he said some shit and lied about some other shit and then turn around and be like, no, you're lying, Tony. You're a liar. You're a fucking idiot, okay? You're a fucking moron.
Ew, Shaq Fu, really?
Chappie says, why do you think people like I think it's OEBP, not EOBP, keep giving Tommy T a pass? Well, there's various reasons. Some people are giving Tommy a pass because they really believe that Tommy's their friend. You see, Tommy, he's really good at schmoozing you. He'll tell you all the things you want to hear. You see, Tommy.
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you something about Tommy. Tommy is a lot like Bill Clinton, okay? He could talk you into believing that you were his best friend since college.
Yeah.
That's not a lie. I mean, that is genuinely. And as for OEBP, OEBP really isn't the kind of guy who does stuff for kicks, kickbacks. He's the kind of guy who would buy the stuff himself.
Well,
here's
what I'm gonna say for that, Carl. Okay?
All right, tell us the truth.
I'm gonna break it down for you all. Okay, you got certain people that believe Tommy is their friend. Like I said, he's really good at schmoozing you. He's really good at telling you what you want to hear. If you're from fucking Dallas, he'll tell you how him and the Dallas Mavericks owner are tight and how ain't they a great team and they're the best fucking, and he'll try to get in there and be your friend. Because you see, he did that with me. He said, "Oh, you're from this city, Tony? I really love this team. And how about this restaurant?" And you know what I said? I said, "Tommy, I don't even watch fucking sports, all right? I don't give a shit about no sports team. We're not friends. Why are you telling me this shit?" Okay? See, he tried to put me up too, but I just don't fall for that bullshit. But a lot of people, they don't understand. They just think that Tommy's being sincere because he's really good at it. He's perfected it over the years, how to fake sincerity. So they think that he's their friend.
Oh, yeah. Ninja Kitty said, okay, go on. All right, well, I'll read Ninja Kitty's comment after you.
Number 2, people like OEB Pete, they benefit from Tommy Tallarico. Okay, you might say, well, he's not getting anything financially. OEB's channel has blown up since he's been hanging around with Tommy Tallarico because Tommy takes OEB Pete's videos and he plasters them all over the fucking place. Okay, he leads people to OEB Pete's channel who then subscribe because they're waiting for more Amico content or more whatever, because they see that, oh, Tommy Tallarico, the celebrities, saying something nice about this channel. I better go check this channel out. I better fucking subscribe. And that's how Pete's channel has grown over the fucking last 2 years. And you see people like Turbo Joe and possibly Retro Bro and Cyrus, they all probably thought that they were going to get the same treatment and their channels were going to blow up too. But guess what? Didn't happen. He's only got so much time to dedicate to one channel, and that's Pete's channel because it's nice and clean. He doesn't say anything offensive. He's a fucking what's the word I'm looking for here, Carl? He's a fucking square. OEB Pete is a fucking square, all right? He's got no personality. He's like a fucking cardboard cutout of a person, and he just goes out there and he says nice things about everything, even when the shit shouldn't be said nice things about, all right?
Yeah, okay, he is a bit of a square.
And that's exactly what Tommy needed, and that's what he's been promoting. And that's why fucking Pete doesn't say anything, because he knows if he says something bad, if he goes against the fucking doctrine of Tommy T, then Tommy won't promote his channel, then he won't get the views. Because at the end of the day, we all come out here because we want people to fucking listen to what we're saying, okay? I don't make videos so I can yell in my bedroom and fucking have no one listen to it, all right? I want motherfuckers to listen. I want ears on my content.
I mean, put this in your head, guys. OEB Pete looks like Jim Parsons from The Big Bang Theory. The guy looks like Sheldon. And I'm not knocking the guy. That's the truth. And Ninja Kitty said, was asking about my comparison. Yeah. I mean, I don't know if Canada has any equivalent, but Bill Clinton has amazing charisma.
Amico Knight says this will be a great demo tape when Tony applies for journalism jobs. Here's the thing, Amico Knight, in case you didn't realize, I'm already blacklisted from most journalism sites because I don't roll over for companies, because I've called companies on their bullshit, because I've actually reviewed games honestly instead of giving them high scores because they gave us free review copies. You see, places like IGN, Kotaku, Polygon, they don't like people like me, people that speak their mind. So I'm not getting jobs for them. I'm not applying for jobs for them. I have my own website where I do my own thing, where I get to say wherever the fuck I want, where people give me fucking demo units and demo review copies, and I fucking be honest, okay? So fuck you thinking that this is going to be a great...
He even gets free used condoms.
No, Carl, come on.
Sure. All right. No, all right. Yeah.
Now, as far as people like Smash JT, obviously Smash JT fucking invested in the company. I'm sure some other Amico fans have invested and they just don't want to say it. I know that there was a few who had commented that they were interested in investing, looking to invest. Whether or not they invested, I don't know. I don't fucking know everyone's financials. But the fact of the matter is, Smash can say till the fucking cows come home how much he doesn't care about 10,000. Bullshit. The only person that doesn't care about $10,000 being lost is fucking Jeff Bezos. Okay, Jeff Bezos can drop $10,000 like I drop a fucking quarter. Okay, that's about the only person. Smash JT does not have that kind of money. $10,000 versus the 100,000 that he's supposedly going to be getting if they make the 10x return. Yeah, I think he cares. Everyone fucking cares, all right? So him pretending like he doesn't care is bullshit. And there's a lot of other people who probably invested, whether they invested $1,000, $1,500, $10,000, $20,000, whatever, they care. They want it to succeed, and they'll do whatever it takes to make it succeed. And if that means doing dishonest videos and ignoring the obvious bullshit, they'll fucking do it.
Yeah, I mean, most people do care about losing $10,000, especially drug dealers and pimps. Yeah, you take $10,000 away from them, don't tell me they won't get mad at you.
They will be big mad. Big man. Now, if you want honest Amico discussion, if you want, to keep track of what's going on, obviously you need to go to the only place that there is honest discussion, r/Intellivision_Amico on Reddit. The mods are very fair, especially since I'm one of them. As long as you don't do any personal attacks, don't do anything that will get the subreddit shut down, you'll be good. You can go ahead and comment what you want. If you like it, you can come over there and tell us that you like it. But here's the issue. And here's the thing that a lot of Amico fans don't understand. Okay, if you say that you like something, say, hey, I like this particular game, people are going to ask you why. People are going to want to know, why is it that you like it? That's not an attack on you. That's not an attack on the Amico or Tommy or your fucking livelihood. They just want to know why, because people are interested in discussions. Maybe you'll tell them why you like it, and that'll convince them to like it too. Or maybe they'll call you on your bullshit because you don't actually like it. You just like the fact that it's an Intellivision game or that it's a Tommy Tellerico game. Okay?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. Oh, boy.
Anything to add to that, Carl? Anything you want to? Ninja Kitty says, Smash JT makes an appearance on my next video. That guy deserves to get teased just a bit. He does. He really does. Smash JT walks around like his farts don't stink, acts like he's better than people. The man doesn't even have fucking...
I love smelling my own farts. I'm not afraid to admit it.
Huh?
I'm not afraid to admit it. It's... you have to just be that ridiculous in this day and age, or else the world will drown you.
Luke says his farts don't stink.
Mine do sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Right. P.O. Box Christmas is right. It's one thing to make a family console. It's a whole other thing to say Nintendo promotes rape. Not only did he say it, he said it multiple times. He was very clear as to what he was meaning. He was very clear as to how he was trying to make it seem. When he said CP, he was not trying to make people think of anime or Japanimation style games. He was trying to make people think of CP. That's why he fucking said it. He knows what he's doing. He knows how people interpret things. He knows how people will just take the little bit of information without fact checking, because fact checking is so fucking hard for people nowadays. They just refuse to do it. They just take people's words. That's why I always leave my links.
Tony, don't you know? Only pussies fact check.
Exactly. And if you want to be a pussy like me, you just check my link. And all my videos, if you go back, I'm going to say like 90% of my videos, because I'm sure there was some that I forgot to leave a link. But if you leave me a message and ask me for the link, I'll go ahead and get it for you. But 90% of my videos, if I talk about something, I will give you the fucking link to the thing I'm talking about, so you can see it for yourself, so you can see that I'm fucking telling you the truth. Now go look at a fucking retro advisory board video. He made 3 videos. He made one that was basically directed at Pat and Ian, one on the E10, and then one on the controller. The E10 video had fucking graphs that were wrong. He omitted information. He didn't leave any links to where he got his information. And basically, it was an advertisement that Tommy promoted because he thought it was good. But the reality is, it was bad research, bad fucking charts, and no fact checking. His other video, which was about the controller, again, bad research, was suggesting things that the controller doesn't even have any capabilities of doing, was trying to imply that the standard controller that everybody fucking is familiar with is somehow, had an insane amount of buttons. He showed like a Photoshop of a controller with like 30 buttons, which is bullshit. No controller has that many buttons. Okay? You do not need to be dishonest to sell a system. You do not need to try to put other systems down to promote your product. If your product cannot stand on its own, then maybe you just have a shit product.
Do you realize, and I can say this because I am white people are the only people who say something stupid and blame it on their heritage.
If this individual is not Tommy Tallarico, I'm going to fucking ban him from my chat. Okay? So if you are really Tommy, then you're going to tell me exactly what I said to you the first time we talked. If not, you're fucking getting bounced. Because we ain't got time for this bullshit. We don't fucking make fake accounts and try to and fucking...
We don't tolerate that crap around here.
Yeah.
Actually, I got a better one. Huh?
Go ahead.
Actually, I'll tell you one. Tell me why you banned me on Twitter. Tell me why you have me blocked if you're the real Tommy Tallarico.
So there it is. If you are really Tommy Tallarico, let us know why Carl is blocked.
I know why you blocked me, but that'll... But I think you're probably a fake. You're not going. There's no way Tommy Tallarico would just drop in knowing when we're slamming. Okay, yeah, I guess he would probably do that. But.
No, if Tommy Tallarico would show up, he definitely wouldn't just be like, "Hi guys, how you doing?"
I mean, yeah, I would just boot him anyway. Scatter his ass to the four winds, bitch.
Why is it not letting me block this channel?
You got me.
So there it is. That's all I got to say about the Intellivision Amico this week. I'm sure somebody's going to clip it. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of out of context shit. I'm sure somebody's going to be mad. And I'm sure there's going to be some Amico fans that I'm friendly with that are going to be upset with me. But shit needs to be said. Okay?
There's nothing wrong with stating your opinion because free will is the only true freedom any of us have.
If the people that first saw Tommy making up this bullshit, if they saw the things that he said and they just called him out from the get-go, we wouldn't even be fucking here where we're at, all right? The Intellivision Amico, no, Chappie, you can't put your pants back on. We are pants to extreme.
I'm not even wearing pants or a shirt.
I believe that. You don't want to see this. It's scary. Luke Skywalker, he says, Ninja Kitty says he would say yo and then proceed to spend 4 minutes talking about his accomplishments from 20 years ago.
Oh, man. I mean, let me try. Let me try talking like him.
Hold on. Dracomania says he's buying a burger from Burger King, so he's got a partnership with Burger King.
Yeah, I get what he means. Hi, I'm Tommy Tallarico. You should admire me because I like to eat orphans whole. Why, 4 years ago, I even buried an old lady in quicksand. You should love me. Dude, how did I do?
Perfect. I could actually see him trying to justify that because the old lady was a hater.
I mean, that wretched old hag didn't even buy my music. Can you believe that? Everyone wants to buy my music. Every single person in this world.
And let me just say this, okay? I do not endorse the harassment or the, you bothering people that are working with Tommy Tallarico himself, his fans. I do not endorse any harassment of anybody connected to the Amico project, nor do I endorse harassment of anybody who Tommy is saying that they have partnerships with. However, I will say that it is not harassment to send an email to a company to ask if they are actually in a partnership with Tommy Tallarico and the Intellivision Amico. The person who sent the email to Crayola was a respectful person who said in a respectful manner that the Crayola logo was being used, and they wanted to make sure that the Crayola logo was being properly used. See, big companies have a little thing on their website that says report misuse of logos or anything. Nintendo has it. If you think someone's using a Nintendo property, you could send them an email and they'll let you know. This is not harassment. See, if Tommy was actually using that logo properly, then it'd still be there. If Tommy was in a partnership with Amazon, then the Amazon partnership would still be detailed there. Amazon would have just sent an email back. Crayola would have sent an email back saying, yeah, we are partnership with the Intellivision Amico, and we're excited about what's going to happen, and just hold on to your hands once you hear what's going on. But they didn't say that because Tommy's full of shit. Because every time he says hi to him, he becomes their fucking partner and their best friend.
I got a comment here on answer. No, while we do like to keep our chappy happy, no, you cannot harass Crayola, okay? Sorry.
Yeah.
Continue.
Dracovania says, I wonder how his best pal Shiggy feels about him saying that Nintendo Switch is a rape machine. Yeah. Me and Shiggy, we go back like recliners, and we're best friends. We used to hang with a lot of the three of us would just get fucking drunk off our asses and make fun of the American who he got fired from Metroid Prime. It's 100% true story, guys. Believe it.
Next thing you know, Tommy Tallarico will be saying that he created Naruto.
Sometimes I think that it's too ridiculous to be real. I'm waiting for fucking, what the hell's his name? Ashton Kutcher to jump out and let me know that I've been punked. It's a fucking joke.
Or someone make an anime out of it.
Eventually, this system will be released at some point. People will get a hold of it. I could imagine the baby tantrum that Tommy's gonna have when Kotaku, IGN, and all the big sites get a hold of it and tear it to shreds, because he could avoid giving them review units. He could avoid sending out demos to people. He could avoid all that, but he can't avoid somebody like Sam Mekovich going to the store and purchasing one, someone like me ordering one online and getting a hold of it. When those Founders Editions go out, I guarantee you that some journalist is going to offer a pretty penny to get their hands on one so they can fucking make a review about it. And Tommy's not going to like that.
Oh, of course not. Oh my gosh, can you imagine what they'll say? Well, that Carl, he was totally right all along. He said it was an Android box, and Generational Gamer didn't listen to him, not one iota, not 1 minute. He even looked at him like he was an idiot.
Ninja Kitty says he's going to drive to his cabin now. If you guys are still on in 2 hours, I'll come back and expect more Tony Angry Rants. Hopefully I have calmed down by then.
He's got a right to be mad. I mean, to be honest,
we all know that haters only live in their parents' house, and that Ninja Kitty's not going to a cabin because he's poor, like all of us. He doesn't have any money.
I do live with my folks, but it's more the fact that we help each other. So
no shame in that. There's no shame in living with your parents. That's the other thing. When Amico fans. I believe Alan Bird, Rambling Man, he made a video on this. And maybe Amico Day did too. I'm not sure. But there's no shame in living at home with your parents. There's no shame. I know people get on Rich's ass because Rich from Review Tech USA lives with his parents. So the fuck what? So what?
That's quite a few people I do live with their parents, and they help them out.
Right. Sometimes you live with your parents because they need help. They're old. They're invalid. They need help to take care of themselves. So you live with them. Sometimes you live with your parents because you need help, because you lost your job, or you got kids to take care of, or your fucking husband left you, or your wife left you, or whatever the fucking case is. Or maybe you have issues. Like you have a mental issue that you can't get a job, so you need to live at home. There's no fucking shame in it. For you to try to shame people for having a life, for living a life different than yours, go fuck yourself, all right? If you think that it's okay to say this kind of shit to people and that no one's going to turn around and fucking tell you to go fuck yourself, you're a fucking moron, all right? I'm sick and tired of people.
I hate
trying
that
to make it
crap
seem
where
like-
people always say that crap where you're virgin leave your parents' basement. Fuck you, okay? You don't know what people's lives are like. You know, you don't know enough to criticize someone because of their circumstances.
And who the fuck cares? Okay, even if your criticism is 100% accurate, even if what you're saying is true about the person, how the fuck does that make the Amico any better? How the fuck does that make your argument any better? Well, your argument's no good because you live at home. You know, Tommy's not a liar because you fucking don't have a job. That doesn't make any fucking sense. It's the bullshit.
I want to just one other thing that Tommy said once that having to make it a did use. I'm not mad at you for using him, but this kind of thing just irritates me, where they think everyone should have a girlfriend or be married or have kids. Give me a break. I could date someone, but I don't like relationships. I'm not relationship material.
P.O. Box Christmas says, I think people shame Rich for the weird shit he's done on video to his parents, their animals, his wife. That's fair. That's fair criticism. But I've actually heard people just shame Rich solely because he lives at home. Like that was their big, their big dig. The quartering recently was talking, oh, Rich lives at home with his parents, as if that's some dig because the quartering has a house and Rich doesn't.
Yeah, but like the quartering, from what I understand, he does stuff so stupid that his whoever works with him has to cover it up. That sound familiar, folks?
Mr. Beefy says, I went back home for a while at one point. Dad had cancer, and I wanted to be there to help for as long as I could. Exactly. See, people, there's reasons that people live at home. And even if your reason is that you're a fucking bum, who the fuck cares? That does not make your argument any less valid. Everybody has the right to an opinion. Everybody has the right to express their opinion. And your opinion
Everyone has the right to live.
Right. Like, Tommy Tellerico's opinion is not better than someone else's opinion because Tommy Tellerico is quote unquote famous or a pseudo celebrity
or richer.
Right? Money, fame, none of that matters. If you're right, you're right. And if you're wrong, you're wrong. And if you're fucking wrong, I'm going to call you on it. And if I'm right, I'm going to fucking gloat about it. You're goddamn right I'm going to gloat about it. And I know that I've pissed off a lot of people this week. And as I said earlier in the week, for those people that I've pissed off, there's a big can of Chinga Tu Madre over there on the table. Go fucking help yourself, all right?
What is that?
Huh?
What is that? Can
Chinga
or whatever.
Tu Madre means fuck your mother. Okay, there's a big can of fuck your mother over there.
All right.
Help yourself.
Just asking. I'm a white guy. I don't it's I don't understand Spanish, so You're asking me. You're going to ask me something.
Amico Day says the anti-Darius trucks people make videos about not having a job, car, girlfriend. Yeah, exactly. Who cares if Darius? Attack the fucking argument. If you disagree with what he says, then get what he says and tell us why what he said was wrong. I don't give a shit if Darius lives at home. I don't give a shit if Darius doesn't have a car or doesn't have a girlfriend. Whether it's true or not, it doesn't matter. Because if what he says is true,
what bothers me about Darius Truxton, he will harass someone because he thinks they're creepy or something like that for no apparent reason. And he will do it. He will act like he will act self-righteous, but the stuff he's doing isn't righteous at all. Or says he isn't doing righteous at all. Like, attacking people, calling them fish lips, etc. and so on. Okay, the guy is Tommy's here. You know what I said about you? Well, I have a worse opinion about him. So, don't feel that bad. That I have, you're probably in better company than that guy, or Voldemort, as we call him around these parts.
Beefy says, I made a choice to put my life on hold for it. I'd make the same decision again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I commend you for what you
totally.
did, Beefy. That's the right thing to do.
A friend of mine that that I know from church, she has to take care of her elderly mother because she fell a while back and hurt herself, and her dad can't really take care of her mom, so she helps out. You have living with whoever, as it doesn't matter. It's irrelevant to anyone else.
War Pumpkin 22 hit the nail right on the head. It says they dig like that because they got nothing on you, or they go like that because your criticism hit a nerve, so they lash out with whatever they can. Exactly. Because they can't refute your point, so they want to try to get personal and get under your skin and try to change the conversation from what it's about to what they want it to be about. And Tommy does that all the fucking time. If you ask him a direct question he does not want to answer, he'll ask you a question, or he'll fucking talk around the question. Don't let that shit stand. Okay? For all those people on Atari age actually standing up to Tommy, I fucking commend you. God bless you. And I hope you don't get fucking banned. And I hope fucking Albert wakes up. Whatever the fucking reason, if Albert fucking invested in the Amico, he needs to just come out and say, like, hey, I fucking invested in the Amico. That's why Tommy can just say whatever the fuck he wants, because I want the system to do well so I can make some fucking money. Okay? If not, Albert needs to come out and say, hey guys, I'm fucking sorry. I'm a fucking idiot. I didn't realize how bad this shit has gotten, and I'm going to fucking clean it up.
This stuff is getting redonkulous.
Yeah,
not ridiculous. Says, okay, what does he say?
He says Rich probably has older parents that need to be attended to or have medical problems.
Yeah.
It's not like he couldn't afford to live on his own. Right, exactly. You act
Go ahead, Carl. The guy goes and buys games and all kinds of stuff from thrift stores and sells them on his eBay. He probably lives at least semi-comfortably.
It says the best thing about Darius is how people just show up and he didn't see them coming. Yeah. I mean, say what you will about Darius. I don't like all of his content. I don't like some of the personal insults and attacks he makes on people. But he is entertaining. He is funny. And I will say this. Darius, that video of you making the proposal with your amiibos, I actually spoke to Ursha Gaming about it. And spoiler alert, she thought it was funny too. She thought it was not serious. So everyone who's used that against Darius as like some kind of fucking attack, Ursha Gaming herself said it was funny, and she didn't think that it was a serious video. So once again, fucking go fuck yourself. CM says, I know some other YouTubers that had to move back in with their parents because they're getting older and they need special care. I don't think those people are losers. Exactly. I mean, look at what the Top Loaded Gamer. His house just fucking got hit by the hurricane. Do you think that?
Oh, that's terrible.
Yeah. Retro Bros here. He says, Darius is not a good person. Darius is not a good person. He has had older channels get shut down for using racial and homophobic slurs. Yeah. He says, let's not pretend he's a good person. No one's pretending he's a good person. No,
we're not saying that at all.
And I've said many times, I've actually commented on his video that he should drop the slurs and drop the racial remarks and stuff. So we're not saying he's a good person.
We're not saying, in fact, I don't even like the guy, and I've said so earlier on the channel. So,
right.
It's...
But even a bad person can make a good point. Okay? Even somebody who's terrible, if Jeffrey Dahmer was to tell you, hey, you should breathe air because air is good for you, does that mean you're going to suddenly like hold your breath till the end of time because fucking Jeffrey Dahmer believes in breathing? No, it's ridiculous. Just because someone is horrible doesn't mean that everything they say is fucking horrible.
I mean, it's yeah, I mean, that's just the way the world works. It's just strange. I would never defend Darius, make him sound like he's a good person. I mean, like I said, He acts like he's self-righteous. He attacks people. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. Luke Skywalker says, I've seen a funny video or two from Darius, but he has content that I just typically avoid. Yeah, same thing. I typically avoid his content. He has a couple of videos that I've laughed at. But I mean, I'm not trying to say the man is a saint, and I'm not trying to say he's fucking Hitler reincarnated either. I mean, I'm sure he has problems. Everyone has issues. I'm sure you can dig up.
Actually, I've said he looks like he belongs in a clan.
Retro Bro says he's not doing a new direction. He's just going back to what he used to do before the Amico stuff. So that's going to be interesting to see Retro Bro try to pivot, go back to his older style of videos.
I think he can do it. He makes great videos. Yeah, he makes great videos.
Maybe we'll do next week top 3 weightlifting maneuvers by Carl.
I don't know nothing about weightlifting. That'd be Retro Bro's specialty. No, it's
Rico Day said that at 3 in television, Mike Mullis and Retro Bro. I don't know what the hell he's talking about here.
Mike Mullis called us jackasses.
Yeah, we are the Jackass Squad. I am still working on the merch. I'm going to get some merch going. My idea
We're the Jackass Squad, and we're here to save the day.
My idea is to have 3 donkeys dressed in army gear with the words Jackass Squad underneath it. That's I'm working on it. I'm going to get an artist to draw it up. We'll have the shirts made. I'm not going to try to make a lot of money on the shirt, so I'll probably price it. So I'll make.
You should send Mike Mullis one.
I'll sign one and send it to him if I knew where to find one.
I'll wear that shirt.
Really pisses me off. Okay, out of all the shills, of all the Amico fans, Mike Mullis is probably the one who pisses me off the most, because that man said that he'd seen the Phantom console and came back and reported on it like it was real. That was a thing that many, many people were calling out as being fake. And they got sued because the thing was a fucking fraud to begin with. But somehow Mike Mullis is proud that he didn't
Cyrus?
Being a fraud.
Whoa. Hold on, folks. We got Cyrus in the house. Hey, what up?
Cyrus says, hey guys, not trying to make stuff weird, but just saw you streaming and wanted to say that we often disagree and have said stuff we shouldn't, but I don't hate y'all and hope there are no hard feelings. There's no hard feelings, Cyrus.
No hard feelings here.
Stream, I'll let you come on stream,
come on over, man.
Okay, and you could say your piece.
Yeah,
I really want to know why I wanted that computer, Cyrus. Okay, I'm a little pissed at you for that. Okay, people might not know this, but Cyrus was selling his old laptop, and I offered to buy it from him, and he refused to sell it to me. So I'm a little hurt about that. I'm a little upset about that because I need a new laptop because my screen on my laptop does not work. It's actually plugged into a TV so I can see the screen. So a little upset about that. But other than that, we're cool.
Yeah, Cyrus in the house. Cool.
P.O. Box Christmas says, if you're the real Cyrus, what type of cheese was your mind turned into at the Texas event?
Come on. Come on over, Cyrus. Send that man. Send that man an invite.
I don't know if he wants to come on.
Oh, well.
I'm going to put the link to the stream in the chat. If anyone wants to come on and talk, Intellivision Amico, good or bad, whatever.
Yeah.
Hop on now before we move on to the next topic. And Carl gets bored.
It's time to light music. Time to light the lights. Everything gets started on the Gabbing with Geeks tonight. It's time to put on makeup. It's time to dress up right.
Retro Bro says he's laughed at every single video Darius has done about him.
Oh, I love to watch videos about me. It's so funny. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Like I said, I'm a little bit of a narcissistic buffoon myself, so, you know.
P.O. Box Christmas says, if you're the real Cyrus, how many White Claws are too many? It's never enough White Claws. There's never.
Yeah,
there's
everyone knows that.
Like
It's
I said,
the secret to immortality.
the link is in the chat. If Cyrus, Retro Bro, CM Retro, someone wants to come on, talk Amico, Beefy, whoever, negative, positive, let me know. Hop on in. We'll put you on. If not, we will go ahead and move on to the next topic. Are you ready to move on, Carl, or do you got more Amico stuff to say?
Oh, no. I think you pretty much said it.
All right, we're going to move on to...
no.
There's a new He-Man cartoon, Carl. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah, Woke Man.
No.
Oh, there isn't?
There's a new He-Man cartoon.
It's not a She-Man? Wokest Masters of the Universe?
Let's I'll share the screen. We're going to look at the trailer for the new He-Man.
A new He-Man.
With that sword, Grayskull.
Gosh. I don't want to watch the Shazam equivalent of He-Man. Or the He-Man equivalent of the Shazam movie. Ugh.
Is this the real Cyrus in the chat in the stream here?
I don't know. I'm as real as I get, I guess.
Yeah, there you are. What up?
Yeah, your mic is really low.
Okay, hang on. I'm working on it.
There it is. There it is.
Is that better?
Yeah, much better.
I shut down my channel like a week ago, so I haven't used it in a while.
Oh, you should have used it to play games, dude.
Nah. So what's going on, guys?
Oh, nothing much. Man. Just bullshitting, you know. My folks asked me what I do at 8 o'clock. And I said, "You really want to know?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I bullshit for 2 or 3 hours."
I heard you were pretty upset earlier, Tony. I know there's been a lot going on. I don't know everything because I don't follow everything, to the extent that you do, obviously. But I was just hoping everything's okay because it sounded kind of like he's heated or something.
He's fine. It just,
I'm good.
Sometimes there are things that will piss us off, and we can get really mad and yell and scream and make an idiot of ourselves. and people will say we shouldn't be around children, things like that, right, Carl? Right. Carl?
I mean, I was concerned for you.
Oh, okay? You were concerned for me.
Yeah,
that's what that was.
I would say
you were
that
concerned for me.
I would say that to even my family.
You were concerned that I shouldn't be around other people's children.
No, I was concerned.
That's what you said. That's exactly what you said, Carl.
Well, okay, yeah. My philosophy is that people who drink should not be around children. That's my philosophy.
What do you think about baseball games? Football games? Any kind of event where anybody has any kind of alcohol? Oh, I'm talking about people that drink in public around.
I don't go to many games. I can't control what they do. They're not my family. God. They're not my friends.
Well, this is why you're not the judge of the world, Carl, because you don't get to evaluate every single other person on the planet because you don't particularly do something.
I mean, yeah, that's a good point.
Why is it that you pretended like you were my buddy and you were my friend? And everything was cool with us.
You help.
Come on, dude. You are so two-faced. You are so two-faced. Dude, you went behind my back on all those other channels talking shit about me. Why? I didn't do nothing to you. I never said anything bad about you.
I mean, I can only apologize.
Fuck you.
Okay.
Right, you're a piece of shit.
Okay.
But Tony, I like you, and I'm sorry we've had problems in the past. And the laptop thing was nothing personal. I just felt like it would create
if you don't want
extra
to,
drama. If you're not going to apologize to me, fuck you.
I did apologize. When? You didn't like it.
What's your apology? Tell me your apology.
I'm sorry. I said all that stuff about you. I'm sorry I did all that.
Are you sorry because you shouldn't talk about people.
I'm
behind
sorry
their back.
I upset you.
Just
okay?
because.
I
Oh, there you
should've done
go.
that.
That's what I thought. You're mad because you got called out on it.
No, I'm
You're
sorry that I upset you.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry that I upset you.
If I could intervene, I think sometimes Carl has a habit of just saying the first thing that pops into his head, and we shouldn't really.
I never have said anything bad about Carl ever until tonight.
Carl said a lot of bad things about me, Cyrus. We were actually joking about it last week. I brought up some things that Carl said about me.
I'm willing. You know what, Carl? You're right. I'm willing to.
I'm sorry. Okay, I apologize.
Okay, I am willing to accept that apology. Okay, I had to vent for a second. I had to get the old.
That's fine.
The old White Claws out of my system. You know, I had to get all that built up alcohol from me being a drunk out of my system so that I could finally accept the apology. So, my bad.
You know, I'm like everyone else. Okay, I say stupid things from time to time. Okay, but I'm willing to admit I said them. All right, and I'm willing to apologize.
I do that.
I don't say stupid things, so I don't have to worry about it.
Well,
not always, but
you did
sometimes.
You did spend $2,000 on an empty Amico shell and then wrote on it. So
I said I don't say.
He just says you don't say stupid things. That's fair.
That's actually a brilliant maneuver. Especially if the Amico when the Amico launches, it'll be worth money. Because it will be
not with.
rare.
I mean, they'll have to erase that signature, I guess, but or maybe somebody would really want that signature on it. I mean, you never know.
You're the first guy that owned the Amico shell. That's fucking important.
Yeah, right. There you go. I stand corrected.
No,
you know,
Cyrus, P.O. Box.
I'm
Christmas.
sorry I said all that stuff. Okay,
I know.
I shouldn't have said it.
You know what, Carl? I accept your apology, and I'm sorry for yelling at you about it right now. I just had a lot of
I deserved it. I deserved it. Yell at me all you want.
You know, here's the thing, Carl. I've never stopped considering you a friend because you did help me whenever we were playing through those games, and you were trying to give me all that advice for Phantasy Star and all that stuff. And then all of a sudden, you turned on me, and I felt really hurt by that. That's the truth. I really did. And so I had a lot of pent up aggression because I'm like, really, motherfucker? Like, we're supposed to be friends. I never said nothing bad about you.
You know,
I don't even, guys. I know it's hilarious that Cyrus is in the basement drunk, but I don't even drink. I had like 3 of those stupid little fake beers, and I was like,
that's worse. That's worse, Cyrus.
I can't. That's why I don't drink, because I can't drink. It's
I would have lied. I would have said I had like 8 of them.
No. But we're not lying here, are we, Tony? We're telling the truth, right?
You can embellish if you want.
Well,
no one's going to think any less of you.
I think there's been enough of that.
It's totally cool. You know, you can embellish if you want.
But Carl, I'm sorry for yelling at you. I shouldn't yell at you.
Yeah, that's okay.
We shouldn't get mad. And Tony's been mad tonight too. And I'm not shitting on Tony for that either, because sometimes we do get upset and things have to come out.
Well, I'm glad we put that behind us.
Yeah, I think so. I think we can put it behind us. You know, but please,
you still
Carl,
should make,
But please, Carl, can we really do that? Can we put it behind us?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Me and Retro Bro put our stuff. Me and Retro Bro put our stuff behind us.
Yes, this is high school. Cyrus, I didn't read that. I don't know what he said.
I didn't mean to click on that. I was trying to click the other thing off, and then
it's okay. But guys, I don't hate I really do not hate you guys. Tony, you know I've talked to you a bunch. I'm not somebody that we have a difference of opinion about some things. Whoop-de-fucking do. Okay? You made some funny videos about me, Tony. Okay. I made some stupid videos about you. And Carl, we had a misunderstanding. Okay. We can move on from that because that's what adults do, right? Sometimes adults
do. It's exactly it.
It's not high school. This is what adults do. You get mad.
I'm still mad you gave up your channel. I'm still mad about that. You could have made some pretty great videos.
I was talking about doing that before the Amico thing even happened. Honestly, I was on 1 foot out the door the whole time anyway. Yes, I did. I did call them pieces of shit. I do that when I get mad. That's what happens. Like, does that mean that forever Cyrus has labeled them pieces of shit? Sometimes you get mad and you say shit, dude.
Yeah, I've been called a lot worse. Some of it by Cyrus. But
Yeah.
Actually, I think Cyrus called me the worst.
I don't even know. When I get mad, I things come out of my mouth that come from some dark place that I don't even understand. It's like a portal into the unknown. Yeah. So anyway,
I think you said some pretty, but whatever. I don't mind it.
But what?
No,
see,
the
guys in the chat are like so typical for the internet, though. Like, no, we want the drama. Bring back the drama. Where's the juicy drama? Juicy drama.
I mean,
guys,
here's the thing, and I've said this before, and I'm gonna say this again. Cyrus, you do not handle the internet very well.
No, that's why I'm not on it anymore. I left Twitter. I left YouTube. I shut down my Discord. I'm not on anything public anymore. So I'm done. I'm done. In fact, talking like this in public is the most that I've done since all that happened.
So this is like an exclusive. We got a Gabbing
exclusive. Yes.
Got my eye surgery. Cyrus dropped his channel, and
Cyrus came out of hiding. That's what they're going to say. They're going to spin.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was in hiding. What was I hiding from? Tell me, Tony. I don't know what I was hiding from. I was hiding from something. Was it the criticism that I was hiding from? I was hiding from you.
I mean,
I was hiding from Carl. That's what I was doing. I was hiding from Carl's
no
judgment.
one hides from me.
You're right. There's not since you had the
one
surgery.
hides from me.
Since the surgery, there's no hiding from Carl. Anyway,
I don't know. I still have a pretty big blind spot. So
Luke Skywalker says, Cyrus, your content will be missed. Many of us will miss watching your channel.
look, I appreciate very much that there are some positive things some people have accidentally said about me. I appreciate that. But the fact is, it was time to go do something else, because it just was, like you said, Tony, I'm not good at this. So it's time to move on. That's just the reality.
No. I didn't say you weren't good at the internet. I said you weren't good at handling the internet.
He means you're not good at, like, if a whole bunch of people on the internet says X about you, you don't handle them saying X very well. That's what he's saying.
The fact is that YouTube, especially YouTube and Twitter, are cesspools. They are designed to appeal to the lowest common denominator of negativity, and that's pretty much how you build a channel and how you build an audience and how you get subscribers and thumbs up by feeding into what YouTube is actually designed for, and the drama in between YouTubers and the juicy clicks, as they like to say. That's
I'm
all.
have to disagree.
Really?
PewDiePie is the biggest single channel.
That guy looks like a claymation puppet.
Well,
And
but you got
negative.
Yeah, but Tony, PewDiePie, come on. I'm talking about PewDiePie's been around forever. PewDiePie built his audience in a different way. I'm talking about, like, there are exceptions that prove the rule, but for
PewDiePie is a different kind of internet virus.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, what I'm saying is there is a limit to how far you can go being a negative asshole and shitting on things. It'll grow your channel quickly, but you'll eventually hit a ceiling.
Well, that's true also. That's true.
If you put out quality content, it might take you longer to get there, but you'll have a higher ceiling when you.
That's a good point. I agree with you, Tony. And that's why there are so many mediocre, shit channels that just shit on everyone. That's why there's so many of them. Yeah, you're right. They hit a ceiling, and that's about as high as they go. But it'll get you to that ceiling.
Since you're here, I've always wondered this, and maybe you could answer this for us. What is a video game virus? Why did you choose that name, other than that it rhymes with Cyrus?
Well, that's pretty much it. Like, when I was a kid, my name is Cyrus. That's actually my name. Quick, look him up. Look up his information. My real name is Cyrus, and I always had everybody, oh, Cyrus the Virus, And then when Con Air came out, it was like everyone rediscovered that this was a rhyming scheme. So it was like, oh my God, Cyrus the Virus. And I'm like, oh, thanks, guys. And I figured when I started a YouTube channel, I should go ahead and just bite that bullet, because if I didn't, it was going to be used anyway. Like that was pretty much going to be how everybody talked about, oh, it's Cyrus the virus, you know. So I figured, what the hell? I'll just throw in video game virus.
He's no good. You can't trust him.
P.O. Box Christmas makes up a good point. You just need channels with boobs in the thumbnail. Look at Lady Decade and Destiny FOMO.
Well, I am
going to show your boobs.
Okay, I'm talking about.
I am literally a giant boob, so if that was the case, then you would think it would have panned out for me.
I mean, okay, I'll talk about what something that happened to to Lady Decade and the way she reacted to it. People apparently kept reacting to the way she wears cleavage exposing tops, and so she made a whole post about being angry about it. And I'm thinking, like, you're wearing cleavage exposing tops. Well, I'm thinking that at least. What did you expect?
Ooh, that sounds like victim blaming to me. We do not.
It's not. It's not. It's the result of human nature.
I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
It's the result
of female
human
YouTuber who has cleavage exposing
shirts.
The
people are going to look. I mean, it's the thing you should expect to happen, like when you leave. Supply drugs around, in a prison. People are going to go for it.
You have the greatest metaphors,
nature.
Carl. Has anyone ever told you?
My metaphors suck. Okay. I admit that. My metaphors stink. Remember, folks, you can watch Gabbing with Geeks for the lamest metaphors in the universe.
That's what makes it special here. We are organized chaos.
No, I'm not victim blaming. I'm just saying that's the reality. Like if you wear something that draws a lot of attention, then people are going to notice.
Well, here's the thing, and this goes back to what I was saying to Cyrus. She knows what's going to happen when she wears those shirts. She knows the reaction she's going to get. She wants the benefit from the reaction without the negative part of it. So she wants to get people to watch her channel because she's exposing her cleavage. But she doesn't want anyone to say anything negative or to comment on it. Which
that's why I never would wear hats on my channel, because I knew what the moneymaker was. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like, look, people came for the show. You know what I'm saying? People came for the show. But seriously, like, can you imagine if you were a hot chick that had big boobs, how tempting it would be to capitalize on that in some way? Like, it would
show the girls off.
It'd be really hard to turn down, or you know what I mean, to avoid doing that. Not even so much like consciously sometimes, I guess. Just like it would just, because you would dress that way in your regular day life. I mean, I don't know if people, I guess, I don't know. I mean, I haven't really spent a lot of time thinking about this topic, actually.
Sounds like you have, but I mean,
that's all right.
I'm leaving.
That's
Cyrus
okay.
is weird. That's funny. Yeah, sorry.
Cyrus is weird. Join the band of ridiculousness, Cyrus.
Well, Beefy says, I was talking about action figures and someone told me to go check out Bella's Toy Chest channel. Yeah, she's another one that likes to show off the assets.
Oh,
we should, just leave it at that.
Get my notepad out. Hang on. I'm not trying to ruin your channel here. If people are leaving because I'm here, then I'll get out.
No one's leaving.
No way. Fuck them.
We had Amico Day on here last week. I mean,
yeah, that was a trade. If you want to watch something funny, you need to watch that.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
I mean,
I don't like to talk about other people. You know what I mean? I really don't. It's I just don't enjoy doing it. Maybe I'm kind of boring that way. I don't know.
No, it's okay. I get it.
I think that if you focus on the things you like, completely ignore everybody else on the internet, and just do your stuff, you'll get a nice channel. You'll grow. And
I don't really
worry about these.
I really
read the comments.
You got to understand, Tony, that I went through.
That's what they say. They always say, "Don't read the comment section."
That's what they say. That is interesting advice. The thing is, like, I have been through a lot of crap on YouTube, and it's pretty much, I mean, there's been some really good times. I'm not going to say there hasn't, but there was a lot of weird stuff, and it was kind of getting into my personal life. Like, I had people like contacting my former employers and getting my old addresses and all kinds of.
Yeah, I get that now. Wow.
Yeah, I had weird stuff going on. People were, I mean, I didn't want to talk about it, because if I did talk about it, anytime I got even close to mentioning any of this stuff, they were like, oh, he's playing the victim again and all this kind of bullshit. So I was just like, you know what? There's no way for me to deal with this on this platform. So I'm just going to go. And I think it was the right decision. You know, down the road, maybe, who knows what, but I don't see myself being a part of this, because it's just crazy, you know. And
Hey,
it's not you guys. Well, once in a while, I don't mind popping on someplace and talking for a little bit, but being a personality and having a channel, it's a lot of exposure and it wouldn't bother me, except that there is this very real problem right now with people. And I don't know. I've never seen anything like it, and it's really crazy. So I just was like, okay, guys, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go. Slowly fade into the bushes, you know, that kind of thing.
Gone but not forgotten.
I appreciate it. And again, when I say we disagree about stuff, obviously, right? We know that. I have a different opinion about certain people and certain things. That's just okay. We're not going to see eye to eye. But we don't have to hate each other. We don't have to have a problem with each other. We don't have to talk shit about each other. We could just have a disagreement about certain things, right? I mean, that's where I come from. That's who I am. And so that's why I felt like, you know what? I'm going to go on Tony's channel. I kind of gave John some shit about it when he went on, because I was like, John, what are you doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Are we causing more problems, or what's going on? And John was like, no, I feel like I want to do this. And I was like, so I've thought about it for a while, and I was like, yeah, let's bury the hatchet. Let's stop. You guys are cool. You guys, yeah, we disagree, but we don't hate each other, and we shouldn't hate each other. And there are certain other people that are around that's not going to be able to be possible with. But if it is possible, I want to try. So that's what that's why I'm here.
That's what we do on this channel. We mend fences.
Mm-hmm.
Now for Carl's final thoughts of the day. Oh, wait, this ain't the
I don't believe Carl will ever have final thoughts about anything. Carl will have continuous, uninterrupted thoughts.
True.
Carl is correct. I haven't gotten to say that since Amico After Dark. I miss saying it, because we had a thing going there, Carl. I don't know if you remember, where you would say something and I would. Not that kind of thing. Good times. Cyrus, none of us hate you here or wish ill on you. We just think the Amico stuff is sketchy. Guys, like I said, you know what? The great thing about, and it's always been the case with me and my friends growing up and in college and in business and everything else.
Everyone's entitled to their own opinion.
Exactly. We can all like different stuff, and we can have very strong opinions about different stuff and people too. Like, I've got friends that hate each other, you know, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to be friends with my friends. You know, there are certain relationships that are just not going to commingle. Right. And I'm not going to, like, whatever your issue is with, you know, A's issue is with B, I can't like do nothing about that. It is what it is. But as far as like just trying to get along, just trying to have a good conversation, just trying to say where I'm coming from and own my mistakes and own my opinions, that's what I can do. So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah. To kind of get off of, to jump off of P.O. Box Christmas statement, I think, like I said, a lot of the issues come in when you say, like, okay, you like the Intellivision Amico, you like, what the hell is the game? Astro Smash, right?
Yeah.
Now,
no, I love Astro Smash. I don't just like Astro Smash.
Okay, I love Astro Smash. So then my reaction was, I don't, you know, from looking at it, I don't think that it would be something that captures my attention. When I say, Cyrus, why do you like Astro Smash? What I'm really saying is, please share your joy with me and get me to like it as much as you do. Give me the reason to like the game.
Well,
That's
I don't
what
think
I'm saying.
I know I get where you're coming from, but Tony, I personally can't speak for everybody, and I'm not a salesman for the Amico. I can only tell you my point of view, and my point of view. The reason I love Astro Smash is because I grew up with Intellivision, okay, and I love the original Astro Smash, and so getting to play the new Astro Smash with the new music and the new graphics and actually getting to play it and feeling how that is in my hand with the controller and everything, that's awesome. I like that a lot. I have that personal connection to that. And I like those types of games anyway. So there's a lot of reasons why I love Astro Smash. It's like people say, well, why do you love Mario? Like if somebody didn't grow up with Mario, they might not have the same reaction to a new Mario game that you might have, or a new Sonic game or whatever. You know what I mean? There's a lot of, absolutely nostalgia goggles that is factored into our perception of reality, of everything that we like in life. So yeah, it's for me to say to you why you should like Astro Smash. I don't know what to tell you. I can't make that case for you.
But you see, the way you explained it now is the way that you should have explained it originally, because I can understand.
How did when we talked, Tony? I'm sorry, I'm interrupting you. I apologize. Okay. But when we talked originally about this, I don't remember that conversation that well whenever we were having our interview, but I thought maybe I didn't have enough experience with Astro Smash at that point to really have these strong opinions, but I thought I had kind of conveyed it from this point of view. But if I didn't, then that's my mistake. I absolutely should. And it's a good question to ask me the way you asked me, because it gives me an opportunity to really flesh out my feelings about all that. So I appreciate that opportunity.
Yeah, no problem. When we had our discussion, I was also, I don't really at least at that point, I hadn't really done that many videos, and I was still trying to get my feet wet in this whole YouTube space. So I wasn't the best interviewer or interviewee or chatter, discusser, whatever the fuck you want to call it, commentator.
The best interviewer.
Well, we didn't know each other well, and the whole interaction with the Amico, and there's a lot. That was a long time ago. There's been a lot of things that have kind of developed since all that.
A long time ago, in a galaxy far, 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 far away.
What is your high score on old school Astro Smash?
Oh, that's a good question. Damn it, I don't remember. I had it on my channel, but I deleted it. What was it? I'd have to go. I sent it in a text to John at one point, so I probably have to go back.
It's anything you want it to be.
Yeah, it's whatever yours is.
Want it to be.
Whatever yours is, it's way more than that.
Because here's the thing, I did try Astro Smash on the Intellivision Lives DS version.
Oh,
and I got to like 100,000, and I was just kind of bored at that point.
Really? Well, the DS version. I've never played that version of it. That's interesting. Huh. I could see people getting bored with Astro. It's not one of those games you're going to sit and play for hours. It's a game you'll sit and you'll play for if you're really trying to get like a high score, you might play 30 minutes, something like that. But that's the thing about Intellivision and Atari 2600 and all that. That era is more like you play a game for 5 minutes, you turn it off, you go do something else. Maybe you play another game for 5 minutes. That's not an era of like in-depth gameplay. That's not an era of like, let me, I put 180 hours into Astro Smash. That doesn't really happen.
Well, that's the thing. I think when it comes to the Amico Astro Smash, that's why I think online would be so much better, because it would give you the opportunity to like, hey, look, I just beat that guy's high score, and that would give you the motivation to keep playing. Whereas,
now we know
the certificate is kind of like.
Well, there are leaderboards you can compete with online. I mean, those are online leaderboards.
I want the trash talk.
You want the trash talk? Well, you can call on Discord and you can trash talk while you're fighting on your Amico. That's absolutely true.
Yeah.
It's sort of like the Nintendo Switch solution to online play. You got to have a phone and a headset and a Switch.
There can be only one.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not going to disagree with you though. Like, I personally, just selfishly, would love to see more online support for a console like the Amico. It's funny to talk about Amico. I haven't talked about Amico in so long. Like, this is interesting.
Yeah, we're always interesting here. I want to get to War Pumpkin's comment. He said there are two group of haters. It would be nice if we didn't get all bunched together. Yeah, I've tried to express this and stress this so many times. There's a group of us that are interested but critical. And then there's a group that's just, they just hate everything and they just, we're not those people.
Okay, well, I will say this. There's a whole lot of personal shit that is tied up in all of this, okay? And so a lot of the problems that a lot of people have are with individuals more than just the Amico or the games or something like that. They're actually about the people. Like certain people, this guy hates this guy has a problem with that guy, this talk shit about this person. There's a lot of personal type stuff. And when the personal stuff gets mixed in, it really makes it difficult to have a reasonable conversation about what you would call critics versus people who are that have this personal issues with other people. You know what I'm trying to say? So
I hate to interrupt, but I have to go. So y'all be well, okay?
Okay, Carl, thank you for talking with me. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. I'm glad you decided to jump on.
Carl's leaving us early again.
Yeah, I'm sorry, can't be helped.
All right.
That's all right. It was good to talk to him, and I shouldn't have yelled at him like I did, but
no.
You get mad sometimes. I mean, I get mad sometimes. I don't mean you. You know what I mean.
I never get mad. I'm always happy. Nostalgia is a hell of a drug from CN Retro. Yeah, it is.
It is.
But here's the thing. I don't get wrapped up in nostalgia. I grew up, like I said, playing Coleco. I tried to go back to the older games. I just can't. Nothing compares to the new stuff.
No, that's a good point. A lot of people feel that way. In fact, for most of my life, I've felt that way. Like, I always had some connection to the retro stuff, but yeah, until, I don't know, 5 or 6 years ago, I kind of had moved on from all the retro stuff. And I kind of had a resurgence, a midlife crisis after I got divorced, I guess. And it kind of led me into retro. Oh, the good times, right? So that's kind of where I have been at for a while. But there's absolutely nothing wrong. And it's absolutely an appropriate way of being a gamer to focus on modern gaming, whatever the new hotness is, right? The new thrill. So I'm not saying that's what you are, but I'm just saying, like, no, dude, that's retro is a thing. And I think also it's kind of getting played out because it's so, there's been so much retro themed content generated on the internet, from podcasts to channels on YouTube to whatever. It's kind of gotten to that point where, it really only has that really strong appeal to a certain age group anyway. And the more like time marches on, it kind of takes care of itself, so to speak. And that's a very morbid way of saying that, but you know what I mean? Like, we're kind of, it's our thing. It's really not anybody else's thing. And us is a group that gets smaller all the time. So
King of All Buttocks says, great name. Great name.
Can I say that name? Can I say that name real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
King of All Buttocks. There you go. You can.
Says, I'm going to post the topic on the unofficial Reddit. I'll title it TonyTGD and Captain Carl have tea and crumpets with Cyrus Martin. That's fine. It's no problem.
I say, thank you, sir. We enjoy the tea and the crumpets here. Perhaps with a little milk. I don't know. Cool.
Well, here's like the thing though. Like, there's a lot of modern games that take inspiration from retro games. And so,
Yeah.
like, a lot of people will be like, well, if you like those old games, why don't you try these new games that are actually sort of old games? You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're
So
right.
I think that's where a lot of the disconnect comes from, because it's like, well, you like the Intellivision games, so that's why you're drawn to the Amico. But then people will be like, what about these other games that are in the same vein that you've never talked about? I think that's why people were like,
Yeah, no, that's a fair thing. I have a shitload of those on Steam, by the way. Since I pre-ordered that Steam Deck, I've been buying. I haven't bought very many lately, but I have picked up a few of the cheap ones. I've got a pretty decent library on Steam. But I've never been a big PC gamer. I've always been a big console gamer. Well, I was a big PC gamer like 10 years ago, but then I moved. I pretty much went back to, what did I miss? Cyrus is good as hell at doing voices. Well, thank you very much.
no, I was laughing because you said you were a PC gamer, and then I was thinking about that video you did. And
Well, I went through. Oh my god, the whole thing with Rags and all them, because they thought I was saying PC sucks and all this kind of stuff, and I was wording my shit very poorly, and I was frustrated, man. It was frustrating because like everything on PC was broken, and I was like, "What the fuck, man? Why is it this way? We're supposed to have the best shit." And people, what they gleaned from that was, "Oh, he hates PC," and I'm like, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa!"
To be fair, the title of the video was PC Gaming Sucks.
Yeah, and I put out a video immediately after that called Console Gaming Sucks, which nobody watched because that wasn't fun. The fun thing was the Cyrus said PC Gaming Sucks video. But no, I absolutely worded that very poorly. You know, had I known the internet was going to descend upon me from on high, I probably would have thought about wording that differently. But I was young, dumb, and yes, all that kind of stuff. What were we saying? I had a point. Sometimes when I get talking, my voice just goes blah, blah, blah for a while, and I don't know what I'm saying.
That's fine. That's what we do around here. I mean, this channel, we wandered fucking.
Oh, I remember what we're talking about. So you were saying there are certain people who thought it was kind of strange that I was saying that I liked these games that are on the Amico when there was games similar to that on Steam and stuff like that, right?
Right.
Okay, well, I've always thought that argument was kind of weird because, like I was talking about earlier, there's all kinds of games that are similar to other games on everything. You know, somebody might say, like we're talking about Mario earlier, right? Be like, oh man, there's this really cool Mario game. And they're like, Mario? Why do you like Mario? There's Sonic. Like, why are you saying you like Mario, not Sonic? Why are you lying? It's like, you know what I mean? So Astro Smash, why do you like Astro Smash? You know, there's all these games like that on Steam. Well, I like Intellivision and I like Astro Smash. I don't know what to tell you. You know, we all like what we like, you know? Like, why do you like caramel macchiato and not frappuccino? You know, what's your problem, bro? You know, it's like, dude, I don't know what to say. Like, but yeah, I mean, just because I like a game that I play on Amico, I like the way it looks or the way it plays or the graphics or whatever it is, the music, whatever it is that I like about it. This isn't like a dig at anything else or an omission from anything else. I'm not deliberately ignoring Steam, even though I kind of was, because I'm really not a PC gamer. I'm kind of getting more into it, like I said, but you know, but I wasn't deliberately ignoring other games on other platforms so much as I was happy to see, oh, my old friends are back, you know, you know what I mean? It's like, Intellivision. I remember you. Oh, come on in, Astro Smash. Have a seat. Bye, Planes. How you been? Come here, Bye, Planes. You know, it was like that kind of thing. So, that's gonna happen. I mean, maybe not. Maybe you said you really are not into the retro stuff, so you have a different relationship with your history and your past and stuff like that as far as gaming is concerned than I do. But for me, it's a very different kind of thing. Joshua says that is strawmanning Cyrus. Liking Astro Smash isn't the issue. Justifying $250 gateway to play it is. I don't understand that. I just don't understand what you're saying.
What he's trying to say is that you're because you like Astro Smash, you're saying that the Amico is worth the $250 buy-in, whereas I would say that even if Astro Smash is good, $250 is a lot just to play the Astro Smash.
Well, I made a video which I guess nobody wanted to watch, or they just clowned on it, or for whatever reason, I don't know. I did make a video where I listed my list of problems that I have with the Intellivision Amico. It was all my criticisms. Basically, it was like they said it was just like me pretending to not like the Amico, but I don't know what they were saying. It didn't make sense to me. But one of the things I did mention was that I thought that was a little bit expensive, $250. Now for me, because I'm crazy and I like Intellivision, I'm willing to pay that. But I do think that is a high price. I'm not disagreeing with that. I don't think I've ever disagreed with that. So that's what I don't like, is when people, you talk about straw manning. What I don't like is when people tell me what my opinion is and have never listened to me actually give my opinion. Because when I have gave my opinion, and when I put it in videos and on streams, and when people have asked me good questions, I've responded with what I thought were reasonable answers. And then when someone tells me something in contradiction to what I've been saying, I'm like, that's kind of funny. Like, have you not paid any attention to what I've been saying? Because I don't like it when people tell me what I said and what I said was actually the opposite. You know what I'm saying? That's straw manning.
Yeah. Well, I think that's a lot of problems that the Amico critics have had, because we would say things and then certain individuals would give us our opinions and say that.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right, dude. That's gone on all over the place. Absolutely. And that's not right. I don't disagree with that either.
P.O. Box Christmas wants to know, do you think nostalgia and friendship has kind of clouded your judgment with the Amico?
That's a good question, you know? And I think that's a question that's fair. And I've addressed this before, that I thought it was a fair question to ask, because somebody comes in like me who obviously does have this nostalgia. And I have publicly admitted that I've become friends with Tommy Tallarico, and I do consider him a friend of mine. I think Tommy's a great guy. Do those affect my judgment of the Amico? Yeah, probably. Yeah, they probably do. Yeah, nostalgia absolutely does. I think I've made that pretty clear. I don't know. And that's why I've always said in my videos that I'm not objective. I mean, you know, from day one when we talked, I told you that. You know, I'm not an objective source of evaluation, you know?
Not a news channel.
Exactly. I've never been into being a news guy. I'm not a journalist, okay? I'm just a dude who likes stuff and talks about the stuff he likes and sometimes says stupid shit. That's who I am.
Okay. King of all buttocks says you made a video questioning the Amico and raised good questions. And I gave you credit on that video. And I believe Luke Skywalker also says he says that was a good video.
I appreciate that. So
there were people that were appreciative of the video and did understand your where you were coming from. I mean, there's always going to be trolls. And I think that's what, like I said, you got to avoid just getting into it with those type of people. If someone says, "Oh, fuck you, Cyrus, I don't believe you," so, okay, whatever.
Well, the thing is, Tony, it wasn't like it was one or two people or three or four people.
Yeah, I understand. There's probably a whole bunch, but at the same time, I've had YouTubers with literally 1 million subscribers try to dunk on me on Twitter. I've had people with 200,000 subs make videos on me, and I don't give a shit.
Well, it wasn't really that big a deal until they were making videos, 4 or 5 videos a day about me, about little nobody fat fucking thumb Cyrus. They were making videos about me. And for what I didn't go, I mean, okay, I did say some stupid shit once in a while. Absolutely. But I didn't deserve that shit. I did not deserve that shit. And I sure didn't deserve people like contacting my employers and stuff like that. That was fucking crazy.
It's not a question of deserving. It's just if you fling shit, people will fling shit back, and probably. But
okay, you know what? I'm not going to argue about it, because from my point of view, I was trying to defend either myself or my friends, but sometimes, Yeah, I had said stupid shit, and I own that. I insulted some people. I said some things about people I shouldn't have said. And I've paid I've paid a big price for that, which is totally fine. But that's not what I'm talking about. I definitely have never been out there to screw with other people. You know, I have never been a drama YouTuber who goes out and tries to mess with other people and cause problems and stir the pot and attack people's character. But there have been a few times when, out of anger, I opened my giant mouth and it wasn't good what happened. So yeah, I don't know what else I can say about it.
Mr. Beefy brought up a point. He says, I find it ironic that he can say stuff and it's criticism, but some of us had said the same things and we are evil haters. Yeah, I think that's another issue. Like,
did I call Mr. Beefy an evil hater? Who have I called an evil hater?
Me.
Did I call you an evil hater?
No, I think Tommy has. Tommy's definitely
okay, well, here's the thing. Stop telling me that I said things that someone else said.
Well, I don't think he was referring to you. I think the he.
Well, that's what we talk about, lumping people into groups. I mean, this is what happens, like I'm friends with Tommy, so therefore I'm Tommy. You know what I mean?
No. See, you're misunderstanding. He's saying,
okay, all right.
He's saying that you said stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's criticism, and everyone's accepted it as criticism, even Tommy. But we've said stuff that is the exact same stuff that you said, but Tommy has called us haters for saying that stuff.
Well, I can tell you this. Everybody has to talk. Everybody has to, how do I say this? Everyone is accountable for their own words and their own actions. And I can't tell you why any one person, whether it's Tommy or anybody, you, Carl, I can't tell anybody why any other person says what they say or does what they do. I can give you my take on things, but I don't know the context of what happened in particular situations, and I don't know the whole explanation of everything that's been said or all that kind of stuff. It's unfortunate that we continuously have had some really negative back and forth exchanges, obviously, and anybody that feels unjustly like labeled or painted into a corner, or like, you know what I'm trying to say, anybody that is feeling that way, I think it's good to explain why you feel that way, which is what I'm trying to do here a little bit. And I would hope that anybody that feels like, if there is something that I've said or done that makes other people feel like that I can talk about or speak to in a personal way, I would really like that opportunity. And so that's why I do appreciate people talking about it in the chat right now. But again, I can't really talk too much about what other people have said and done, because I mean, shit, I don't know half of what goes on anyway. Like, you're talking about different things, different people, and I'm like, I don't know who those people are. I mean, I'm just not the most my ear is not to the ground like yours is. I'm not as aware of everything.
Yeah. I think Beefy wanted to know who were the garbage people in your epic rant.
I don't remember what I said in my epic rant. I was extremely tired. I was screaming. I was mad. There was some people that I was addressing. And by the way, Tony, you were not one of the people that I was addressing. And I told you that. And I meant that. And I still stand by that. I'm saying it in public right now on your channel. I was not referring to you. I wasn't even thinking of you. Later that night, somebody told me that you had heard that rant and you were mad at me because you thought I was talking about you. And I was very surprised by that. Actually, I was sitting at the kitchen table at John's with Relic and his son and Relic's wife and a couple other people when somebody told me that. And if you were to ask them, not that I don't know you would even want to ask, but you know what I'm saying. There are other people that could tell you that I was genuinely surprised that you thought I was talking about you. But the fact is, I can't really tell you what I said anyway, because I was a little, I wasn't in the best state. So I don't know exactly what I said.
P.O. Box Christmas says we should play it for you.
Okay. Well, I was mad. I can tell you that.
Well, I think the reason I thought you were referring to me is because you said something about the we're just journalists asking questions.
No, I wasn't referring to you. I wasn't
So
referring to you.
I assumed
There was a bunch of stuff going on at that time. And I think I was referring to those, what was it, Ars Technica? There was like a whole thing where we had gotten into. Yeah, I don't remember all the details, but at the time it was like on my mind. That's what I was thinking about. Like there was whatever was going on at the moment. It was not about you. It was not about you.
Damn, I can't even be included in the epic rant.
We could do one right now if you want. It wouldn't be as bad though.
Yeah,
and I'm not drunk, so.
Beefy says you guys have all treated me like crap.
Do you think that I've treated you like crap, Tony?
Yeah.
I mean, if you do, tell me. I mean, that's fine.
There have been occasions where you have said some things that were wildly hilarious towards me, but I usually take that stuff. It rolls off my back. It's no big deal.
Well, you and I had a moment where we were not getting along. You made some videos about me, and there were some thumbnails of me as a clown, I remember, and a pirate. Yeah, and and I don't remember. That was a long time ago, but there was a moment where you and I were not getting along, and I'm sure that I said some really shitty things about you. So if you felt like I treated you like crap because of those types of things, then I apologize. And I think I have apologized to you about that before. Yeah, because I don't hate you, Tony. And I feel bad if I have been an asshole, because I can be an asshole. I absolutely can be. So if you felt like I treated you, see, that's the thing. Like, I don't believe I've been treating you like shit, but I know that in the past we've had issues. But I haven't gone out of my way. I don't talk about you. I'm not out. I don't even have a channel anymore. But like when I did, I wasn't making comments about you. I wasn't trying to disparage you or anything like that. So all I can do is tell you, for whatever there was said, I do apologize, because I don't want to be that kind of person. There's so much fucking negativity. You know what I mean? There's so much like anger and hate and disdain and contempt. People have such contempt for each other on the internet. They like make each other out to be these like demons, these villains, and it's like, man, we're people, right? We say things maybe we shouldn't. Sometimes we get mad. Maybe we have differences of opinion. Maybe we have egos, but we're just people, right? I don't know.
Sorry,
I'm talking.
No, I was yawning because I don't know. I've been tired today. Maybe I got the corona. I don't know.
Oh, dude, I just got over being sick. I don't think I had the Rona, but I definitely had a sinus infection for about a week. So it's not. It doesn't. You can't get it through the mic, can you?
No.
Okay.
Hope not.
Damn.
Beefy says, didn't you imply he was a murderer and wanted to have sexual relations with Tommy? I believe he did.
Oh my God. The serial killer thing.
Yeah.
Well, your voice did sound a little bit like a serial killer, to be fair. I had just finished watching this Night Stalker serial killer, which is not related to the Intellivision game Night Stalker. So I just finished watching this Night Stalker thing on Netflix. And that was a serial killer in California in I think the 60s and 70s. And his voice sounded a hell of a lot like yours. So that was probably on my mind when I was saying that. But did I literally think you were a serial killer? I mean, I know there's no way to really word this in a good way. So I'll just say I definitely never seriously thought you were a serial killer. But it wasn't a good thing to say. I shouldn't have said that.
No, it was, like I said, none of this stuff. I know people want me to be upset and angry and yell at Cyrus, and
you can do that if you want. You can do that. It's fine.
No, most of it, like I said, I find it amusing. when people make videos on me, I always tweet out the first video. So if you make a video on me, I will tweet the first video you make on me out because I enjoy the exposure.
Yeah.
Dude, are you a Night Stalker? I think the haters might think you are.
Okay.
Beefy says, so you still think he could be a serial killer? I do kill the pussy serially. So.
Oh, I do know how to knock down a box of Wheaties, if you know what I'm saying.
I appreciate what you're doing, Beefy. I appreciate you trying to hold Cyrus's feet to the fire. But like I said, it's all water under the bridge. I don't care.
I mean, it's fine. Like, I'm not trying to weasel out of anything. I'm not here to do that. Whatever. If people hate me, okay. I can't do anything about that.
See, that's the attitude. That's the attitude you need when you're on the internet. Don't worry about what people say. Just do your thing. Make your videos. You do got kind of like a curly thing going, by the way, in your thumbnail. He's my favorite stooge. Luke wants to know about the kitty in your video or in your pic.
Well, I try not to talk about my family too much anymore. No, that's Jon Snow. He's the nice kitty that he's nice most of the time. And then there's Moogle, which is the darker cat that he's a real dickhead. But they fight all the time, but they love each other. They're fun. They're good cats.
P.O. Box Christmas wants to know, are you going to Kermit murder Tony? And that was funny. Nice play on words. Yeah, that's my nickname.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Yeah, they
think I sound like Kermit or something.
You don't sound like Kermit. There's another dude that sounds like Kermit. That Ninja Kitty guy sounds like Kermit. He does. He sounds exactly like Kermit. Ninja Kitty here. He sounds like Kermit the Frog. Nothing wrong. I love Kermit the Frog. I'm not saying it as an insult, but you don't sound like Kermit. I never thought that.
Yeah. I think Volpe or somebody said it, and then like everyone just started saying it. I don't care. It's funny because for some reason I did hear my voice on the video, and it sounds weird. And even my kid, Sidekick Max, he says I don't sound like that in real life. I don't know if it's the acoustics in the room, the microphone, the computer, but trust me, I don't sound like that. Maybe I hit the Muppet button on the microphone.
Are you using your new mic? I heard you got a new mic. Is that?
Yeah, I'm using a new mic.
Okay, that's cool. What kind of is it? A XLR or is it like a USB or?
It's a USB. It's a toner. TONOR.
That's good. Is it? It's got all your kind of dials and everything on it that you need.
No, it's got no dials. It's got a pop filter, and that's about it.
Well, it sounds good. It sounds really good.
It's good. Thank you.
See, I could give a compliment. See, I'm smart. I'm not dumb like everybody says.
Anyway, King of Buttocks says that his darker cat is an asshole too.
Well, we're not going to start into a racial thing here. The color of the cat has nothing to do with the personality of the cat. Okay. Fake news.
1-inch biceps, Tony, almost as good of a reporter as Kermit. Yeah. 1-inch biceps was a fan from your channel. I stole him from your channel, Cyrus. So
I remember. We talked all the time. It's been kind of interesting to see people that I used to talk to all the time showing up in other places that I wouldn't have expected, which unfortunately made me really question the sincerity of a lot of conversations that I've had with people. But 1-inch bicep, it seemed like he's always seemed like he was okay. He seemed like a good guy.
Oh, he's a good guy. Like I said, I used to listen to him all the time on his In Your Head Wrestling radio. So I think
that's what John told me, is that he did wrestling stuff. I don't know anything. My knowledge of wrestling ended in like 1990. Like everything that's happened since, I don't really know much about. So
I will say, to defend the whole black cats thing, I had a white cat that was a total asshole. Total asshole.
Look, you don't have to do that, okay? You don't have to do that. It doesn't have to be like, look, I my best friend is a black cat. You don't have to go there, Tony.
I had a cat that had 6 fingers. That was my favorite.
I did too. That's funny you said that. I had a cat named Six, and that's you know, you can figure out that whole naming.
Well, my cat's name was Count Rugen because the six-fingered man from Princess Bride.
Wow, that's very good. That's much more creative than my name. That's really good. That's impressive, actually. How old did the cat live? Did it live to be pretty old?
You know what? I had it for 2 years before my ex-wife decided to sell it. So
she sold your cat?
She sold like 3 of my cats.
What?
Yeah.
That bitch.
Yeah, I also had a little pug that had a little black spot on its lip.
That's fucked up, dude.
Yeah. That's why she's my ex-wife.
Wait, did she sell your dog and your cats?
Yeah.
Wow.
She sold my PlayStation 4. I got it for Christmas, and she sold it before the new year was over.
With what? Within like 5 days?
Yep.
What Whoa, I don't even want to know. Y'all, oh man, that must have been like Hiroshima in that house. Y'all, I can't even imagine the fallout from that. Wow. If she look, oh man, I don't even know what to say. It got me flustered even thinking about a woman selling my animals. Like, I can't even imagine.
Yep.
I'm sorry, Tony. Someone should apologize to you for that. So I'm the only one here, so I'll apologize to you for that.
Thank you. Well, Anthony EFX says, just joined the cast. He's new to the whole Amico show. Just joined this season. Says, I have a question. Was there ever a time during an Amico podcast where you felt some of the people were over-shilling to where you felt cringy?
You know, it's funny because it's funny because when you're amongst friends who are having a good time and you're talking about things that you're interested in, and you know, whether it be like, I know you like wrestling a lot, or whether it be a specific type of video game thing or a TV show you like or whatever, you get into these groups and you have these conversations and you feel like everything, you know, you're just having a good time. You're just having a good time, having good conversations. And so no, I never felt cringy about hanging out with my friends, having a good time. You know, other people might look at our conversation because they're not interested in what we're into and felt like, you know, it was cringy or whatever. But that's, what am I supposed to say to that? You know, like, of course I didn't feel that way. Why would I feel in the middle of having a great time with my friends talking about stuff that we're interested in that it's cringy? No, I didn't feel like that. I'm not going to say that I did. No.
Did you ever go back and watch any of your videos, like any of the Amico After Darks, or was it just you made them and then like it was? I don't watch my videos.
I didn't. I think there might have been a couple that I would go back and watch, like when we interviewed John Alvarado, and when we interviewed Nick. What's his last name?
Richards.
Nick Richards. Yeah. And then I missed the one that I really wanted. There was another guy that we had from Intellivision that I didn't realize who he was. And then when they started getting into all the stuff that he had done, I was like, oh my God, I wish I'd been there for that one. But for the most part, I'll tell you this. I don't really enjoy doing panel shows. Like, I feel like a lot of panel shows are people talking over each other and a lot of waiting to talk and not trying. And it was very frustrating for me, you know, being on Amico After Dark. And I quit that show like the week before it was announced that the show was going to go on hiatus, because I was like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I'm not good in a panel show. That's why I don't like to do. People would ask me a lot of times if I wanted to do a panel, and I'd be like, no, I don't. Because I just personally, maybe that when you talk about cringy, maybe that I can say I felt cringy because I felt like I was just sitting there, and when I would try to talk, other people would have something to say, and I really felt like it wasn't meshing. You know, I wasn't working well in that. So maybe in that way, yes, I did feel cringy. So maybe I got to correct myself.
Yeah. Well, that's why I always limit it to like 4 people on the panel. Like, I think 3 or 4 is the limit, and then after that, you got one guy just sitting, not doing anything because he's waiting to talk, and then people are talking over each other.
Oh man, I got pissed a couple times because I would be trying to talk and I would start to talk and somebody else would just talk right over, and I would just throw my mic back and just be like, whatever, just like whatever. And I would just sit there for like 20 minutes and not say a damn thing. So yeah, it just wasn't for me. I'm just not a panel kind of guy.
King of Wall Buttock says, I want Martin and Tony to hang out and do some shots and joke about the old days at Harvard.
The old days at Harvard, old man. I say, I remember those. Do you remember the good romp that we had that one weekend when we invaded Cornell?
That was a weekend.
I say, yes. Many a panty was gathered that night.
Well, I will say that I am looking for a co-host of a wrestling thing. If you want to get into wrestling, now's the time.
You know what, Tony? I have to. I'm nothing against you. I'm just not that guy. I'm not the guy for the wrestling show. In fact, I'm probably not the guy for any show. Once in a while, I might show up on somebody's podcast or, hang out with John, my buddy Retro Bro. I see him in the chat. I might show up doing stuff with other people, having a good time, and talking about the Amico because I am excited about it and I do like it. And yes, Tommy's my friend. But for the most part, I'm just not I'm not that good at all this stuff. It's not for me.
I don't know. I think you're doing pretty good right now. 1-inch Bicep says, how do you sell a cat? It's funny because it was not that hard. You just put an ad in like Craigslist.
Oh man, I hope somebody bought it that was actually never mind. I don't want to get into it. Never mind. That's horrible to think. Oh, no, never mind. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'll be quiet.
Retro Bro says he turned off Titans for this.
Yeah, like I said, aren't most cats free? That's funny.
That's how I got my first cat, actually. We found my first cat out in the alley.
Most people do find cats. That's how you get most of them, right?
Yeah. But like I said, you can sell them. There are people willing to buy, hey, it's got its shots, it's taken care of. Yeah. I'm not talking about she didn't sell it for hundreds of dollars. It was probably like $50 or something.
That hurts more though, right? Because it's like you sold my cat for nothing, really. F1JV, is that who's that? That's a guy that he uses a couple different names, right?
No, I think that's his only name. I don't know everybody's. If they use other ones.
He's asking me about the White Claws thing. It's funny because I don't drink. Once in a blue moon I'll drink, and I just can't handle alcohol at all. So yeah, unfortunately, the few times that I've drank in the past few years have pretty much been documented. So it's like, man, this guy Cyrus, he's got a problem. I don't know, whatever. White Claws. I never even had White Claws for that night either, and I was like, what am I drinking? What is this?
Yeah, I've never had a White Claw.
I don't like them. It's like seltzer water or whatever with a little alcohol, or maybe there's more in it than I thought there was. I don't know, but yeah, I'm not a big White Claw guy.
I used to drink Mike's Hard Lemonade, but just occasionally. When
I buy beer, I usually buy Coors Light. That's what I like. And that tells you how much I drink beer. Not much. So I don't know. They're great if you're trying to put your fish.
Don't sleep on the White Claws. They're 5.5% alcohol with only 4 carbs.
Retro Bro. I don't know if you know this, but Retro Bro is invested in the White Claw venture. He is a shill for the White Claw Corporation. I don't even know who makes White Claws. He should disclose this now. Exposed. I don't know why he will not admit to his investment into the White Claw pyramid scheme.
Could very well be. We'll have to investigate that.
Yes. A current affair. Remember that?
Retro Bro says he invested $10K into White Claw and then he drank all the product. Drink an investment away.
10,000 calories.
I drink tequila myself if I'm going to drink.
Ah, yes.
Just straight shots.
Nectar of the gods.
It's delicious. So, I mean, you've played the Amico.
Have I?
Unfundable.
Have I
Yeah.
played the Amico, Tony? Or have I only played a demo of the or whatever?
We don't. That's what I was going to ask, because John the Retro Bro says he's always saying it feels like a full game. It feels like it's ready.
Yeah.
Fundable says that the back end is 80%. No games are complete. Packing games are 95%. I mean, have you played any game to completion? Because I know you did play.
That's a funny way to say that. Have I played it to completion? Oh, I like Amico, but I don't know about all that. I don't remember that.
Think of that.
I never remember that. I think I would have remembered that.
That might be a sales point. If Amico can get you there,
hey,
that's one hell of a game.
Okay, so I mean, I haven't played any Amico game from beginning to end, like beat a game or whatever. I haven't beat any of the Amico games that I played, and I honestly didn't have a whole lot of time at any one sitting where I played. I think it's funny because the games that I played the most, Astro Smash, I played the crap out of that. Biplanes, we played that quite a bit. We had a little tournament. And then I played Shark the last night that we were hanging out. And I just sat down, me and Nick's wife, and I think John's wife even, and we played Shark for maybe 2 hours. I don't know how many levels we went through. I don't know how many levels are in Shark, but I suck at that game. I don't know what the thing is with Shark. They were doing great, and I just maybe I just didn't understand something, but I was not doing good with Shark. I did play what was that shoot 'em up game that's like
Flying Tigers?
Is that what it's called? Flying Tigers? Yeah. I played that maybe like an hour or something like that. Finnegan Fox I played for like maybe 20 minutes. Of course, Moon Patrol, Dyna Blaster. I played that quite a bit. Maybe like 45 minutes on that. I watched people play a bunch of stuff. Like I watched people play like oh man, what is that? The Atari game that Missile Command. I watched Missile Command quite a bit. And skiing. I played skiing whenever it was in Texas. Down the road over here. We played skiing quite a bit, maybe like an hour. I'm having trouble remembering beyond that. I think that there might be one or two other ones that I played, but I didn't play them all the way through to the end. Okay, because we weren't, I wasn't there playing them, one game for the whole day or whatever. There was a lot of people, no matter what the situation was. But I also know that like for the event that we had in Philadelphia or Pennsylvania, whatever, there were different Amicos. There was like 3 different Amicos, and they all had different stuff on them. And one of them was like basically everything's done. There's some polishing needs to be done on some things. The UI needs a little bit of touching up with some stuff, but everything's there. It had like 17 games on it. And there were some games that I really wish I would have known that I didn't even realize were on it. Like I found out, I shouldn't really. It's tough because there's some things that I'm probably not supposed to say. But there were some games on it that I didn't expect to be on it that I didn't play because I didn't realize they were on it. That's what I'm trying to say.
So almost got you to spill it.
Yeah, you did. So there's something on the anyway. One of the Amicos was like basically done, and then there was 2 Amicos that were like development units, and they had a few games on them. and they didn't have complete UIs. So they were like last minute. I mean, Tommy was really struggling to get these available to us so that we could all play them and they would be available for this big show and for us all to try and stuff like that. So, but he was able to get these other 2 Amicos and they put everything on them that they could. And so he brought these 3 Amicos with all these different controllers and stuff. I don't know how many controllers there were. There was at least 2 per unit. So one thing I'll say, it's really difficult to talk about Amico stuff because when I've tried to talk about it, I get a lot of people just basically writing off everything I say because they're like, oh, you're friends with Tommy and you're just a shill and everything you say is lies and we shouldn't listen to anything you have to say. You're just trying to sell us this thing and you're probably being paid under the table and you're a liar and a horrible human being, all this kind of shit. And so it kind of got to the point where I just was like, you know what? What's the point of me even talking about anything having to do with Amico? Because all I'm going to get is this negativity. I'm just going to get people just attacking me for trying to explain what I experienced. And so that's why, what am I supposed to do about that? You know? So I was like, okay, well, I guess I just won't talk about it. So I haven't really talked too much about this stuff.
You just kind of got to ignore the blatant and blinding hate and just kind of go with, the reasonable people. Just talk to the reasonable people.
Well, yeah, I just got old after so long. It got to the point where you got to remember, Tony, that I was at that event at the museum months before this thing happened in Pennsylvania. And I had tried for months to explain my experience, and there had been so many videos made about me trying to debunk me and discredit me and just shit on me and call me all kinds of names. And every time I would try to explain, it got worse. It didn't get better. It got worse. I try to do what you said and just talk, you just be reasonable and say things in a reasonable way. And it became untenable. So when we had this big Pennsylvania thing, I was like, good, other people can now do this. I'm done. You guys talk about it, explain, y'all have fun, put your videos out, go to town. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe that's a cop out, but damn, dude, I was sick of fucking getting shit on like all the time, you can only take so much, man, and I don't thrive in it. I'm not the kind of person that's like, yeah, give it to me. I live on your hatred. I'm not that guy. I don't like it. It doesn't work for me. What were we talking about? We were talking about, I don't know.
Anthony EFX wants to know, do you think it would benefit Tommy if Tommy sends some review units to big channel YouTubers like the Playdate did?
Yeah, we've talked to Tommy about that, and the company, it's not just Tommy, I think that a lot of times people think that, well, Tommy's the guy in charge. The Amico's his thing. It's like they say Amico equals Tommy Tallarico, and that's really not the case. I know that it seems like it is, and maybe from the way Tommy talks, it comes across like this is literally me I am the personification of Amico, and Amico is the physical manifestation of me. But that's not what, it's a company with a lot of people, and a lot of people have a lot of say in what goes on and what doesn't go on, right? And I know that there had been discussions that we have had and that Tommy has talked to us about, and I don't think there's any problem with me mentioning any of this, where Tommy had discussions about sending units out to different places. They had sent out a whole bunch of dev units to their developers, and they had allowed developers to then take some of those and take them to specific media people or whatever. And they had some problems, I guess, with that scenario. So it was like getting any extra Amicos to send out was really not a tenable thing. And The other thing was there was a philosophy that they were kind of that the Amico people are generally like, they didn't want, how do I say this? The way it was explained to me was they didn't want the initial experience to be one person playing an Amico. They wanted,
I've heard that.
right. That's the way it's explained to me. Like, they wanted it to be, hey, here it is with like 4 people or whatever, and y'all have that experience because that's how it's designed. That's what it's built for. And then from that, you can tell us what you think. And that's, I guess, a little more complicated to arrange. I don't really know.
I think it depends on the outlet, but I know that when Playdate gave out their units, there were reviewers that did take it over to other people and had other people play it and test it out, and they talked about other people playing the Playdate demo unit as well as themselves. So I mean, it can be done. I imagine it might be a little more tricky depending on where you're sending it and who.
Yeah,
I don't know how it works in Europe. It might be different.
I'm not an expert on this stuff, guys. Like, I know this is another thing that's kind of frustrating when people talk to me about Amico stuff is I think a lot of people think like I must know all kinds of shit. And the fact is I really don't know that much. Like, you know
everything. You've seen the Wish book. You've seen the Wonka book. Don't lie.
Okay, I have. No, Oompa Loompa. No, but it's frustrating because I don't know what to tell people, you know, because they'll ask me these very specific questions about things, and I'm like, guys, I can tell you what I think, you know, but you know, we've gotten past. There's only a few things, very small, few little things left that I know that most people don't. For the most part, 99% of the information that I have, everybody has. I'm not like some kind of Amico guru or whatever, you know. I know a couple of things, and I do have conversations with my friends, you know, but I don't know a bunch of shit. I don't know why this happened or didn't happen, and what's the deal with the parts shortage and what's up with this and that. I'm like, guys, I don't know what to tell you. You're talking to the wrong guy.
King of all buttocks says, come on over and he'll play you in a sea battle. His old Intelli.
Sounds like a challenge. I always accept challenges from buttocks, especially the king of all buttocks. We'll see how we'll see if that title holds true.
You can't turn down the king. I mean, he was just like the prince of buttocks, or like
the lord of all buttocks.
Yeah, but he's the king.
He's the king.
Robo Blue wants to know, what are your thoughts on the Sega Game Gear?
I love it. Why are you asking me about the Game Gear? That's a strange question. I love the Game Gear. I have one in my living room. I was actually looking at a minute ago. Game Gear's badass. I used to have a shit ton of Game Gear games back in the day, and I gave them to my little brother. And then a couple years ago, I got another one, and I built a little collection. I got the Master Gear converter for all my Master System cartridges. Yeah, Game Gear's badass.
I've never had a Game Gear. I never even had a Game Boy.
Well, see, that's why you don't have this feeling of nostalgia for the old games, because you didn't have them.
I had a Coleco. I had the Atari attachment.
Coleco. No, I'm not shitting on Coleco. I'm messing with you. I'd actually never had a Coleco. I always thought it was an interesting system, especially because it had like the best version of Donkey Kong. You sons of bitches.
Yeah. There's a lot of rumors about why that is. I was talking to, I don't know if you know Larry Bundy Jr.
Who?
Guru Larry?
No, I don't know who that is.
Well, he did a whole video on it, and apparently the rumor about Coleco strong-arming the Donkey Kong people, apparently that's not true or something like that.
Really?
It's just an urban legend.
Oh, that figures. All the good stories are fake.
Well, because I guess years later, somebody actually was able to get an Atari to run a proper Donkey Kong. And I think that was what fueled the rumors that they purposely made them put a weaker version on the Atari.
Well, the Atari, Oh, you know what? The worst one is the Intellivision one, because I have the 2600, the 7800, the 5200, the Atari 800 computer version, and the Intellivision version. The Intellivision version is shit. Like, it is the worst. And you would think I would say, because I'm an Intellivision shill, how awesome that version is. But no, Donkey Kong sucks on a television.
Yeah, I've seen it. It looks terrible.
It's fucking unbelievably bad. Like, Donkey Kong's green. You're like, what? Why is he green? That doesn't even make sense. I don't know.
Yeah, Chad is going wild. I can't even keep up with this.
Why do they keep calling the Hyperscan Amico? What is that? What does that mean?
Mattel had a hyperscan system that used cards to load different things into the games.
Okay. Oh, because I see. It's playing. They're. I'm like the old man who walks into the middle of the movie and is having the grandkids explain it to him. I see what you mean, because it has the RFID card thing, and then yeah, I got you.
Retro Bro says, I think honestly at this point Tony knows more than me. Well, I mean, was there any?
No, you know what? You've done like 100 and something videos on Amico, so yeah, you've done a lot of videos on Amico. So that's probably true. You've done a lot of research. Why did you spend $2,000 on that shell? What were you thinking when you did that?
Well, I explained this in another video, but I'll go ahead again. First off, the Chalk Foundation was supposed to cut the bidding off at midnight on, I forget, it was like, say, Friday night, right? The bidding kept going on through Saturday for some reason. Okay, I had set my limit, my automatic bid at 2,000, but I was already winning it on that Friday night. I was already winning at like 1,200.
Oh my god!
So they cost me an extra $800 because they didn't cut the bidding off like they were supposed to. I had said that I was going to win it. I was like, either I'm going to win it or I'm going to drive the price up. Never expecting it to go that low. I actually thought it was going to go for a lot more. I thought one of you guys. I mean, I was like,
well, I know there were some fans that were really trying to get it, and they were really upset that they weren't able to get it.
Well,
do you feel bad about that at all? Do you feel bad that there's some fans that really wanted that didn't get it?
No, not really.
Really? I kind of would feel bad because, you weren't buying it because you wanted it, and you weren't buying it because you were trying to help that specific charity. You were buying it. I mean, why were you buying it? Because
I said I was going to.
Yeah, but why?
Come on. I said it.
But what I'm saying is why? I mean, because you were messing.
I opened my mouth and said something stupid, and I couldn't take it back.
Okay, well, that's fair enough. I mean, but that's all I'm saying. Like, I think there were some people that legitimately wanted it. Might have been a little upset that they didn't get it. But damn, dude, $2,000.
Well, like I said, I thought it was going to go for more. Smash dropped 10K on investing, so I was like, oh, this guy's just going to fucking drive the price up. He's going to eat it up and take it. And then I got it, and I was like, shit, fuck.
Yeah, I was very surprised. I couldn't believe it. When you put that video up, I was like, wow, he really did get it. I was very surprised about that.
Lord Rakin agrees ColecoVision is great. I like the Rocky boxing on that was always cool.
Can I keep on that topic for just a second? Do you regret doing that? Is that something you wish you wouldn't have done? That you wouldn't have spent so much money on that?
No, it doesn't affect me financially or anything. It's not like I'm homeless because of it.
No. I'm just saying, like, that's $2,000. I mean, do you ever think, wow, maybe I like, what was I thinking? I don't know. I would think it would kind of bug me because it's not anything you don't even really want it, right?
It's a nice little collectible for the adventure. It symbolizes the journey we've been on.
It's like a trophy it's like an accomplishment or something. I don't know. I'm not trying to put words in your mouth. I'm just trying to sort of grasp the whole thing. Strange situation. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not trying to bust your balls about it too much.
No, I mean, I've said before that I was thinking of either organizing another charity, but I really don't want to organize because I don't know all the technical things and the legalities and the taxes and all that. So I don't want to organize a charity. I said before that if Intellivision wants to organize another charity and auction it off or something, that I would be interested in, donating. But obviously you can't cut my name out of it. Obviously you got to be like, Tony donated the show or whatever.
Well, I'll tell you what, I can tell you for a fact, I know one person, and I'm not going to say who it is, but I do know one person that if you had not written your name on it, actually was going to make you an offer for it. I'm not joking. Like, I'm sorry to put it that way, but
I mean, if that person makes me an offer in private, I could surely
get rid of that name.
Get rid of that name. It comes off real easy.
Well, this is now out there for everyone to listen to, so maybe that person will hear this.
Remember, I won it, and I actually had it for a couple of days before I wrote my name. It wasn't like I just immediately wrote my name on it.
Yeah.
But I mean,
no, I'm not busting your balls about it. I mean, I am, but I'm not trying to be too big of a dick about it. The whole thing was very curious to me. I've never heard of. I mean, it was very. I mean,
surreal?
it was wild. It was like, whoa, okay, very interesting. It's funny how all of this stuff has gone. It's a unique story that years from now will be kind of funny to look back on in a lot of ways.
Retro Bro says, "Get that magic eraser ready."
Yeah. Oh, man.
I agree with F1 JV. It's more valuable now. Has more story to it. Remember, I didn't put my signature in on top of anybody's signature. I didn't erase anybody's signature. So I mean, it's just an additional name.
If I were you, I would seriously consider trying to get that off of there and then posting like video showing what it looks like. Because I'm telling you, there might be a private offer extended to you from someone. It could.
Well, here's the thing. Let's say that you had a Babe Ruth baseball, right? Signed by Babe Ruth.
Yeah.
Would it somehow be less valuable if some kid had put his name on the other side of the baseball? Would you be like, I don't want to buy it because there's two signatures instead of just Babe Ruth?
Well, we're not really talking about a Babe Ruth baseball, for one thing. And you're not some kid.
So it's not the signature, it's the person.
There's a lot of story here, Tony. Like,
okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not.
Retro Bro says it would be worth less. I don't think it would. I think, honestly, if someone had a Babe Ruth authenticated signature that just happened to have someone else's signature on the other side, I don't think anyone would give a shit.
But that's not. I mean, it's a Babe Ruth.
It's not comparable, but I'm just saying.
Theoretically, it might be worth less, but come on, and you're right. It's not going to be worth less, but that's because it's Babe Ruth. Like, yeah. You should get Cyrus's signature, get everyone involved to sign it. Yeah. That's funny. That would be funny. Send it around to everyone.
We'll see. What John says. Retro Bro says it would be. I know sports collectors who are crazy about that shit, bro. First off, can I ask, Cyrus, John, the Retro Bro. When he's off, when he's like not on camera and just like hanging out, does he throw in bro all the time? Or is that just like a gimmick?
What do you mean throw in bro all the time?
We'll see how he ends his sentence with bro.
Oh, you mean like on his channel where he's always like, no, he doesn't talk like that.
I don't know. Maybe that's how he talks.
We say in the course of regular conversation, he probably has once in a while, bro, this or that, but not like the channel is. It's a exaggeration. It's like anything else.
You just ruined his gimmick. John the Retro Bro has been exposed. He's not really about the bro.
Fake news exposed.
Ninja Kitty says, I want Tony to go on Pawn Stars like Pat did and try to get 5,000 from
Chun-Li. That would be fun. Chun-Li, didn't he go to prison or something? I don't remember why.
Something. I haven't watched Pawn Stars in so long. I don't watch regular TV anymore.
That guy, best I could do is $50. That's what that guy would do. You going?
Cyrus timed me out.
Damn, dude.
Cyrus exposed you.
Was that considered a dox? Did I dox him, or is that no? Okay.
He just broke kayfabe. Now he's got to get a new gimmick. He'll come back with a new biker persona or something.
Yeah, John's a great dude, man. John is a really, really great guy. I don't want to talk too much about other people, but I'll tell you, anybody that doesn't like John doesn't know John. He's a great guy.
He says I should have Wada grade the Amico shell and sell it for $2 million. There it is. Make all my money back.
Wada?
Yeah, Wada's been grading games and selling them.
I thought you meant the Nintendo guy that died. I was like, remember kind of
no, that's Iwata.
Oh, okay. I remember kind of. I don't know if that's gonna come like. Can you verify this is a real signature? Oh yeah, that's real. Yeah. Like I'm not sure. Wikipedia says it. Wada. I never heard of the.
That's the. I don't know what it stands for, but those are the people that grade the video games and stuff.
Yeah.
I should make
the whole grade. I don't understand that grading thing. Like, I don't get that. Like, how do you know there's even a game in that box? If
they got to take it out when they grade it. Someone goes with like gloves on and they inspect it.
Oh, so they actually open the wrapper and everything and check
if it's closed, if it's like sealed.
Yeah.
Then you're just supposed to assume that it's in there.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying.
But I would imagine they have to check like the seal, like the way it's sealed, to make sure it's like you didn't reseal it or whatever.
There's a way you can do that, though. I'm sure. They can fake anything.
Oh yeah. You just slice it with a box cutter. Take the thing out, slide it out, put something else in. Slide it back in, and then just use a lighter to melt the plastic, and then just kind of sand it.
Let me ask you this: why would anybody buy one of those games? Like, what is the reason to do that?
Stupidity, trophy, because you have money.
Like
I don't
like a signed Amico shell.
Yeah,
just.
The Amico shell is probably the only collectible that I own.
Well, that's a really good collectible. I mean, maybe not for you, but like, there's a lot of people that would have a lot of value for that. So get that signature off of her. No, I'm trying.
Are you trying to offer me?
No, I'm poor.
Cyrus
So the Cyrus doesn't have the monies, so that won't be happening from me. But there have been people that have talked to me about it.
Is it going to be one of those things where like? You and the Amico After Dark all pulled your money together?
No, it will not be.
Share it like it stays with you for 1 month. And then...
Yes, I will take a bath with it on my days and then mail it off, and hopefully it dries by the time it gets to the next person. And then they do what they got to do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody.
What I was thinking, what I was really thinking was that we could have some sort of tournament between the Amico fans and the anti-Amico fans. And whoever wins can have the shell as a trophy.
I don't know about that. I don't know what kind of a tournament that would end up being. I have my doubts that would go well. That's all I'm trying to say.
It would just be, like a high score tournament. We'd pick some games and see which side gets the higher score, and whoever wins would get the shell.
I'm sure there are people I'm sure there are people that would take you up on that. I'm sure there are.
I mean, yeah. See, Amico shell will be the Stanley Cup.
Like the Stanley Cup. That's hilarious. That would be really funny.
Oh snap! We got some drama. It says, "At Ninja, tell your wife I'm sorry."
Oh, whoa. Does that sound like either something went on we don't know about, or
no? I know exactly what he's talking about. I just did that on purpose.
Oh, okay.
He was replying to this. It says, "Retro Bro, after watching your last video about the 360 and the Canadian gamer talking about it, I ended up buying 15 Xbox 360 games right after. My wife thanks you for wasting my money."
Oh, okay. That's funny. Xbox 360 is badass system, except Unfortunately, it doesn't have full support. I don't understand what Microsoft's doing, man. I really don't. I don't get it.
Well, they don't want you to play old games. They want you to play the new stuff. But they $60, $70 stuff.
They don't mind if you play the old games as long as you play them on the new systems. You know, they give you somewhat backwards compatibility, and then they're like, hey, what's the problem? What's the problem? Can't use 360 anymore. Who needs that? Buy the new Xbox. And,
I just bought a bunch of digital games off the PS3 store.
Oh, the PS3. You still buy PS3 stuff?
Yeah, you can actually go into go on your PS3, go to the PlayStation store. The option to buy is invisible. So you have to highlight the stuff, and then you keep clicking down, and your cursor will disappear. Then you click the X button, and then you can buy.
Well, I was going to tell
buy
you.
Digital games.
I was going to tell you. I play PS3. That's like my main console right now because I don't have a modern console, and I'm on there all the time. So it's funny that you said that because I have a shit ton of digital PS3 games. Yeah, I love that console, and you can play online for free. So
yeah,
it's pretty.
I got the 3, the 4, and the 5 all set up. I'm looking to buy a 2 and a 1, so I have all 5.
Yeah, I've got. Well, I'm not. Who cares what I got? But yeah, that's good, man. That's really cool. PlayStation. What's my favorite game of all time? I don't know. Do you know? What's your favorite game of all time, Tony?
Of all time?
Yeah.
I really like Chrono Trigger is good.
On the Super Nintendo?
Yeah, on the Super Nintendo.
Have you ever played the PlayStation version?
Yeah, I didn't like it. It felt slow for some reason.
I have it, and I've never played it. I bought it digitally. Never played it.
I don't know if the emulation was bad on it or because they added a bunch of cutscenes. But it just felt slower.
Yeah, well, yeah. It's a Super Nintendo game. You should play it on Super Nintendo. That's the way I feel about it.
Josh Snyder says he's out for real this time. Thanks again for genuine discussion.
Thank you, Josh.
Yeah. There's something soothing about my Kermit-like voice that makes my guests all have real.
Your voice sounds a lot better with the new mic. It really does.
Oh,
you know, because there was this thing going on, and where it was a little like too much PBS. You know, a little too much. Hello everyone, and welcome to PBS. And today we're going to be talking about our sweaty balls. You know, it was a little bit too much of that. And now it's a lot better. It sounds a lot better.
How do you know they're sweaty? Are you stalking?
Everyone loves your sweaty balls. Sometimes covered with salt.
That's a good episode of South Park.
I was doing the Saturday Night Live thing. You never seen the Saturday Night Live bit with the sweaty balls?
No, I never watched Saturday Night Live.
Oh my God! It's got they did this PBS thing with the sweaty balls. What's his name? Alec Baldwin was on there, and it's hilarious. Look it up on YouTube sometime. It's really funny.
I'll write that down and check it out after the show.
Cyrus
K Warning says I went from Kermit to Pepe the Frog. Ninja Kitty says Chrono Trigger on PlayStation is slower because the music has to load off the CD, which took an extra few seconds for each battle you can kind of see. I knew it was slower.
It's a good point. It's a really good point.
They want to know if you finished Tempest 2000, Iron Soldier, Alien vs. Predator as a Marine soldier on Atari Jaguar.
Oh, you're talking my language. See, I love the Jaguar, or Jaguar, as they say. And most people don't. Most people give me a lot of shit about it. But thank you for asking about that. I've never finished Tempest 2000. I played it way into it, but I never beat it. Iron Soldier have not had it that long, actually, so no. Alien versus Predator, I have beat with the Marine and with the Predator. I never beat it with the Alien. My brother had the Alien. That we kind of did that with games where, like, if there was different characters or whatever, we would divide it up. So yeah, I love the Jaguar. It's a great console. It's kind of funny and weird. Like me, I like weird stuff. I've mentioned before that's one of the reasons I like the Amico so much, because it's kind of weird and I like weird stuff.
That's going to be clipped out of context.
I don't care. They come on, man. I've been clipped out of context, in context, reverse, backwards, open face chicken wing contest, whatever. They clip me and do whatever with me.
Robo Blue wants to know. He says, "I own a Jaguar but no games. What should I get for it?"
How do you own a Jaguar and no games? That's, oh my god, that's a tragedy. That's like the end of Titanic. That's terrible. How does that even happen? But I'm not judging you, Robo. I'm empathizing with you. What do you get for? Okay, you have to get Tempest 2000. You have to get that, and Alien versus Predator. Okay, beyond those two games, it gets into the might like these games area, but like Tempest 2000 and Alien versus Predator, you have to get. And then from there, I would recommend Doom. It has a really good version of Doom, although Doom's on everything, so whatever. There's a really good version of Wolfenstein or Wolfenstein, however you wish to say it. There's we were talking about Iron Soldier is another really good one. Rayman is expensive, but that's on the Jaguar. What you can do is, this is what I actually would recommend. Instead of trying to buy the cartridges, go on eBay. There's a guy who sells a multi-cart he can put 4 games on it for you. It costs $100, which I know might sound like a lot, but he can put 4. If you see the prices of Jaguar games, you know it's not a lot, but he can put 4 games on it, and you get to pick whatever 4 games you want, and then you can put like the most expensive Jaguar games on there, and have them, and then you're not spending ridiculous amounts of money on Jaguar games. So I highly recommend that. There's also there 56K warnings mentioned in this. There's an EverDrive for the Jaguar. You know what that is, right? It's like a cartridge that has like an SD card slot where you can download ROMs onto your cartridge. Those are hard to get. They're sold out everywhere. But if you can get one of those, that's the best way to go, because you can even play the CD games off of that. That'll let you do ISOs. So that's really good. I don't have one of those, but I'd love to have one of those.
I do have to say, as a respected journalist, I do not condone pirating of video games.
Okay, well, I'm not a journalist, so I say, but nobody is insinuating that you are supporting what I'm saying, Tony. Don't worry about it. In no way is Tony affiliated with Cyrus's comments.
Cyrus's comments and thoughts are his own.
There you
do
go.
Not represent the channel.
We should have had a disclaimer before this, so everyone would have known ahead of time. I'm sorry to put you in this position, Tony, where your integrity might be called into question by me, including things that you're now going to be associated with. Anyway, never mind.
Oh, I'm associated with lots of things. Don't worry about it. Ninja Kitty says, did you guys ask Cyrus about the Snickers video, No Hard Feelings?
I don't even know what that means. What Snickers video?
You saw the Snickers video, the
Cyrus. I don't remember the Snickers video.
It's where they put your rant into the Snickers video.
Oh, they did? I don't remember that happening.
You commented on the video.
I don't remember it. There's a lot of shit that's happened, Tony. Like, I just don't remember that. That's funny.
Would you like to see it?
Yeah, go ahead. You can put it on. I've got a sense of humor.
I'll get that loaded while Cyrus is just backing up the cards he already owns. Yeah, okay. John says that Rayman on the Saturn is the best port.
Well, he's not lying. He's not lying. In fact, Tempest 2000 is also better on the Saturn, because they are the Jaguar versions, but like they run better and they added a few things. So yeah, Rayman is better on the Saturn, but it runs a little bit smoother. It has some animations that aren't in the Jaguar version, and it has CD music. So yeah, Rayman is best on the Saturn.
I've never actually played Rayman.
It's kind of hard. it's kind of hard. It's a little bit dated at this point, but it's still fun. Like, see, it's hard. I don't know if you would like it, Tony, because you've said things like that make me question that you would really like older stuff, you know? So I don't know that you would like it. You know, you don't seem like the kind of guy that would be willing to give too much time to some of this older stuff, especially, you know, Rayman's. That's an older platformer game. You know, it's not as polished or refined as a lot of newer stuff.
Well, I'm always willing to give 10 or 15 minutes to a game to check it out.
Yeah, you got to give a little more time to Rayman than that, because you don't even like get your abilities until like 20 minutes into the game. Like it's kind of funny like that.
Uh-oh. Carl's back.
Holy crap, Carl, are you all right?
Oh yeah, dude, I got eye surgery the other day.
I know, I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay. Believe it or not, I have my good eye covered up.
I don't know if you know how that's supposed to work. Carl. I'm not questioning your judgment. I'm just saying.
Oh no, it's cool.
All right, we're gonna watch Cyrus's commercial debut and get his opinion
Snickers
on this.
commercial. Here we go. And Intellivision Amico fan starred in
That was a good video. I mean, you know, it's. Don't worry, I have.
Out of my way, you goose! What's wrong with this thing?
All I gotta say is, look, I don't know you people. I know a couple of you people, and you're garbage fucking human beings, and you fucking know it. And don't even fucking try to pull that shit on me saying you're not. Oh, you're the victims. Fuck you. Everybody knows what's up. But here's the truth. You are scumbags. You are obsessed scumbags. And we're fucking tired of it. So you can say what you want to say on your little fucking Discord and act like you're better than everybody else. And oh, look, let's make fun of Tommy.
But I am better than everybody else.
Oh, and let's all say, oh, Cy, what a hypocrite. Look at what Cy's done. Let's put him in another Awesome Vision video because that's got to bother Cy, right?
Hate a Snickers.
Why?
Because you're a cranky old man when you're hungry.
But besides, I am better than everybody else.
Get off my lawn! You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers really satisfies.
Why does everyone have Australian accents in that?
It's an Australian commercial.
Oh,
besides, I am better than everybody else.
That's true, actually. But I wasn't talking about you. I wasn't referring to you or Tony in that rant, in my Snickers rant.
I mean, it's just, you know, when you said that, just kind of, you know, just felt like you're talking about me, you know. And
Carl, I've never said anything bad about you other than what I said tonight.
No, it's cool. I mean, you know, it's.
No, I wasn't talking about you. If I was, I would tell you.
It's whatever, you know.
Jesus Christ.
But anyway, that was funny.
Well, I was going to go to bed, but, you know. Honestly, I would, but I can't figure how to turn the camera off. I can't see the icons, so.
We love you, Carl. Robo Blue said that's the first I've ever heard of Cyrus. That rant.
Wow, I make a good first impression. What can I say? You know.
I mean, it is what it is, you know.
Yeah, it was funny. That was good. Little Snickers thing.
My only complaint about that was the background noise when you were cued in.
Yeah, he didn't isolate the audio.
Yeah, that was my only complaint. I thought it was a pretty funny commercial. You know, you should see the one, Cyrus, where they got me when I was doing my Vita tirade.
Oh, Carl, what's going on with you and this dude? Are you having some kind of problem with the
who? Which one?
I don't know what is it. The guy, the
Amico Day.
Oh no, it's fine. I just have my opinion about it. I don't I don't think his console will work. Just because of the hardware perspective.
He's not serious though, right? I mean, there's no way.
He claims to be serious, but
he's doing like Andy Kaufman or something.
That's what I said.
He put Andy Kaufman in his video.
He said no.
He says he's not.
No,
I said he's either.
Look, guys, I am like notoriously naive about shit. I fall for everything. I am the biggest sucker alive, but I can tell that this is fake. Like, this is fake.
Yeah, I'm almost certain there's no way. Even if you were serious, there's no way it would happen.
From
a technological perspective, because the way he sings work and stuff like that.
The guy he's funny. He's a funny guy. He's doing his little funny thing. There's no way it's so obviously like a bit that he's doing.
No, that's what we're saying. And he acts like he's serious.
Of course he does, because he's staying in character.
That's what I said at first.
You think so?
No, he is, Tony. He's not. There's no way. Come on. There's no way.
I hope you're right.
There's no way. What is he talking about? Everything he says is ridiculous. Like, he's a Laserdisc guy from Laser Active or whatever from like 2013. He's used Laser Active guy as his thing, right?
Yeah.
And he's like everything he's talking about is nonsense. Like, we're gonna have like, he just like randomly, we're gonna have this and this and this.
You're gonna be able to plug modules in for every next generation. Costs $250.
He talks about his console like a little kid would talk about something they want to do. Like, and then we're gonna go ride every ride at Six Flags, and we're gonna go watch every movie at the theater, and we're gonna buy every game that they have at GameStop.
Then we're gonna buy all the porn mags.
Yeah, come on. He's telling a good story, and he's putting on a good show.
Getting nipple action going, Kyle.
Whoa,
sorry.
Carl.
I'm sorry about that.
POV.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, I'm hoping Carl's wearing pants and we don't accidentally.
Yeah.
I'm wearing underwear only. So.
I don't know. This interview is over.
If I knew how to turn the. Hold on a minute. Let me try this.
Let me say something.
Did I get it? There you go.
Let me say something about, and I want to address one thing to you, Tony. So I wouldn't want to finish out tonight without talking to you about this. I wanted to talk to you about this, but it's really not my place. Okay, so I'm going to stick my nose in a little bit here, but I don't like to see people have like, and I have a problem with it too, but I don't like to see people have extended, in-depth internet feuds, like beefs that last for long periods of time. It's not healthy. It's very self-destructive, and it tends to create a lot of unnecessary stress in a lot of different ways. What I'm getting at is I know that you and Tommy Tallarico personally don't like each other. I know that. You'll have a serious problem with each other. And there's reasons for that. I'm not justifying anything. I'm not explaining anything. I'm not making excuses for anything. I'm just saying, do you think there will ever be a time where, maybe there's a way you guys can figure out a way to put this thing to rest and figure out a way to just stop, feeling the way you do? Is there hope for that? That's all I'm asking. Am I naive again and stupid for ever believing this?
I think it would depend in part. It would depend not only on Tony's part, but on Tommy's as well.
I'm not saying that it wouldn't. I'm just saying from Tony's point of view, Tony, is it something you would ever, seriously think about? Like, maybe it would take some meeting halfway in some ways, right? But do you think it's possible, something that could happen at some point?
I've talked with other people about this before, so it's not a new thing that's been brought up. And I'll tell you what I've told them. I do not hate Tommy Tallarico. Okay? Tommy Tallarico is an individual who is trying to introduce a new console to the market. As the CEO of the company, who says a lot of things, as someone who is a journalist who covers video games, talks about video games, it's interesting to go over the things he says and stuff. Do I get a little heated? Yes, because, I mean, he gets a little heated, I get heated. It's pissing contests back and forth. But at the end of the day, I have no problem. You know, I'll sit down and have a meal with him. I'll talk to him. I mean, I'm not going to be his best friend. We're not going to, like, ride the roller coaster together. But like I said, I have no hard feelings against him. I don't hate him personally. I don't hate him. I don't wish him any ill will. When it's all said and done, I'll split a vegan pizza with him. You know, I'll be at the launch party if he invites me. You know, if he wants to send me a demo unit, a review unit, I'll review it honestly. I've always said that. So, I mean, on my end, there's really no issue. I mean, obviously, he's not going to like if I am covering a subject, it's obvious that the subject won't like if something's negative.
But Tony, I'm not saying you're not being honest. I'm not saying that. But let's be fair for a second here. And the tone that you take when you talk about him it's very, I mean, it's like confrontational. It's very there's a lot of pent up anger and frustration. I know you said you don't hate him, and I hear what you're saying. But what I'm also hearing you say is you don't feel like you're really doing anything wrong. And I think both of y'all, you and Tommy, probably could talk. And you know, I mean, I think Tommy's said before that there's things that he said and done that he would take back, that he's gone too far. He's said things he shouldn't have said. And I'm not here to,
actually,
hang on. I know, hang on.
All right.
Just give me a second.
Okay,
because
sorry.
I don't want. I know it sounds like I'm sitting here trying to like white knight for Tommy Tallarico. That's what it sounds like, and I'm not trying to do that. Maybe it comes across that way. I'm hearing myself talking, going, "Wow, it kind of maybe sounds like that." I'm just wanting. I'm friends with Tommy, right? And I know him in a different way, and I'm the kind of person who likes to see conflict get resolved. You know what I'm trying to say? That's where I'm coming from. So,
I mean,
if I'm saying too much, I'm just saying too much.
No, you're cool. It's like I said, I don't believe in making people choose their friends. Your friends, you're friends with them. You know,
Well,
like
I interrupted Tony. I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to clarify what I was trying to get at.
Part of the problem is, I mean, Tommy has said so himself he does not like Tony, and I've heard him say that before on one of Saggy streams.
Yeah, they have a problem with each other.
You know, I think
Tony,
he would have both of them would have to just put their differences aside.
Tony, you know what I'm getting at with this, right? You know where I'm coming from, right?
Yeah. But
Okay.
here's the thing.
I mean,
like Robo Blue says, Tommy should come on the show then. Retro Bro says, I think Tommy went on Saggy's channel and outright told Tony he would never like him. Pretty much gave us your answer, Cyrus.
I know,
Yeah.
but I'm stupid though. Like I believe in eventually. Like
Cyrus,
I don't.
you're the guy that doesn't. You're the guy that just wants everyone to get along with each other. There's
I
nothing
would
wrong with
really
that.
like.
That's admirable.
I would really like for people. And in my personal life too. I would like for us all to figure out a way. Maybe we're never going to get along, but maybe we can get as close to that as possible.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, Cyrus. I would more than welcome Tommy to come on the show, answer some questions. I'll more than welcome him to answer questions through email or whatever. But the problem is, how could I not cover the Amico? Like, let's say that me and Tommy made up. We hugged out and okay, you know, no hard feelings, past is in the past, right? and then there's another delay. How would I not cover that?
Well,
how would he not be upset for me covering that there's a fourth delay?
I think that unfortunately there's a lot to put back in that bottle, right? I think what you're saying it holds a lot because there's so much history at this point, right? You're right.
Well, but like I said, like no, let me say something, Carl, because
sorry, go on.
No, it's fine. But what I'm saying is, like, even if we bury the hatchet, even if we came to an agreement that we don't hate each other, right? When the next Amico thing happens, like, would I not make a video on it? Would I like, well, Tony can't, him and Tommy are friends now, so Tony's not going to make a video, or they're cool,
no, right? But see, the thing is, Tony, a lot of your Amico coverage was not. How do I say this? You weren't being necessarily very objective. You had a definite point of view, and I think a lot of that was based on your personal history with the product and with your interactions with Tommy Tallarico. It continues to come across in pretty much all of your newer, well, I don't know newer, but the videos that I've seen where you would cover the Amico, there was a agenda at play. At least it came across that way. Now, was that your intention? I don't know. I'm not saying that you were. I'm not saying you were deliberately. Go ahead, Carl.
I could see why you would think that.
Well, yeah,
can I have an outsider's perspective? I could see why you would think that.
I'm just trying to be fair here, right? Like
you're doing a good job of being fair. It's no insult or anything. I've tried to apologize to Tommy myself. I even told him that I consider myself a narcissistic buffoon, and I do at times. It's all over Twitter, as a matter of fact.
Carl, look, Mr. Beefy just said, "quote agendas, haters, blah blah blah." This is why I don't want to talk about this shit, because it's like as soon as I start to talk, it's like I'm discredited immediately. Nothing I say is valid because what am I supposed to say? Like, I'm giving you my take on it. I'm giving you my point of view. I'm trying to. Tony asked me, how could he continue to have coverage of the Amico? Would it cause a problem if he was to even try to talk about the Amico?
Guys, right about that.
I'm trying to give you my point of view, and what I get in return is dismissal, and that's not very fair to me.
Hey, let me say, can I say something, Cyrus, for a moment? Now, guys, he is trying to be fair. He is trying to be not partial. Come on, give the guy credit for that, okay?
Well, if it's not me personally, you're talking.
This isn't the Darius Truxton show. We treat people here with respect, right, Tony?
That's right. And here's the thing. I think what Beefy's trying to say is when you use words like agenda, it sends up.
I don't know another word to use there. Like, do you understand?
Bias.
Okay, bias. Then I just was using the word that I guess.
No, that's cool, Cyrus. Don't worry about it. You don't have to defend yourself.
If it's a trigger word, I'm not going to try to work it in. I don't know that it's a word that bothers people, but apparently that is not a good word to use. And I'm not trying to cause a problem. I was trying to.
No, it's cool, man. Don't worry about it.
I was just trying to convay this idea.
Yeah.
That's all.
Well, like I said,
no.
Here's the thing, and I'll say this, and again, like Cyrus says, people don't believe. I say things and people don't believe me. And it's whatever. But I have no issues with Tommy personally. If I do a video, like I did a video about Tommy's Super Smash Brothers Melee review, right? And people will say, well, you have an agenda. You're covering this to try to smear Tommy. No. I covered it because it is an example of Tommy saying one thing and then lying about it repeatedly in order to not just admit that he was wrong. And it shows a pattern of behavior where when you say, hey, he's also did this other stuff as far as the Amico, they say, see this previous pattern of behavior. This is why I believe the current pattern of behavior is following the same track.
What
Now,
bothers me the most about all that is just the and I've said this here before, but I wanted to say it to you, Cyrus, is like the lie was so unnecessary. Nobody would have given a care about the 2.5. I mean, they would have, but it's not like it would have haunted him forever.
Yeah,
right.
well, I don't know. Look, that's not even relevant to me. I understand why you're talking about it, and I understand what your point is. You're saying this behavior, okay, but what we were talking about was just like, okay, what we were trying to talk about was the possibility of you doing coverage on the Amico that, that came across as objective and didn't have like this tone to it that has been sort of, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
actually, sorry, go on.
What I'm saying is, like I said, like, let's say we're cool, right, Cyrus? We're fine with each other.
Yeah.
You would say that, right? Let's say you went and you did something to Retro Bro. You were talking.
You peed on him,
right?
You peed on him
again,
and then right? And then let's say I came out on the stream and was like, well, I don't know how about Cyrus. He was talking shit about Retro Bro, and just reported on it. You would still be upset with me, right?
I'm sorry. Say that one more time.
If we were cool, right? We're cool.
Yeah.
We have no issue. But let's say you did something stupid, and then I reported on the thing that you did. You would be upset with that, right?
Well, it depends on the tone of how you talk and what you're. I mean, a lot of people talk about stupid shit I do all the time. It doesn't bother me, because they're not trying to be dicks about it,
Well, I'm saying I don't believe that even if there was no tone, I think that if Tommy had like another delay, for example, and I didn't talk about it as being a good thing, if I was just like, hey, it's delayed for a fourth time, eventually it's got to come out. People are upset. I don't think he would like that. I think that would just, that would be the end of any sort of burying the hatchet. Like, we could bury the hatchet, then the next time I reported on something that was negative, that would be the end of it.
Well, you might be right. It might be impossible. I'm sure, you know what? I think it probably is impossible at this point for there.
That's why I said after the Amico comes out, doesn't come out, whatever happens, when this whole saga is over, then I think that there would be a possibility for Tommy and me to be like, oh yeah, we can talk because there's no longer an issue, because the Amico is always going to be the sword of Damocles hanging over our heads.
You know what? I agree with you, actually. Since you're kind of wording it like that, this might be unrealistic for me to even consider. So I'm just naive, and I like to think that there's possibilities. But
there's nothing wrong with that, Cyrus.
Yeah, but Tony's right. That you cannot put that genie back in that particular bottle, and because of the nature of what Tony does and what Tommy's doing. So maybe, like you said, in however long it is, when the Amico comes out and things settle down, then who knows, right? Circumstances are different, at that
me
point.
and Tony have talked about pro Amico stuff.
That we have.
Yeah.
We've given suggestions and ideas.
We have. It's not like, and even though we got trashed by Relic.
There's been a lot of people that have said a lot of things they shouldn't have, Carl, including you.
Well, I mean, I have my reasons, but they're not important.
Everyone has their reasons. Like, as long as we continuously think about, well, I had my reasons, or we're never going to get anywhere. We've got to get to a point.
People have to, and I was thinking this myself. I was thinking, you have to, sometimes to do what's right, you have to just forget about your principles.
You have to forgive each other is what you have to do. You have to get to a point where you set that.
Oh, I'm really a proponent of forgiveness.
Yeah, we have to get to a point where we can set that down and say, look, I have to let this go. And there's some people.
I agree.
It's hard to do, man. It's hard. And I'm not saying it's easy, and I'm not sitting here preaching to anybody. I'm just saying that's something we all got to work on, is figuring out how to let shit go and try to figure out a way to communicate, instead of like constantly trying to just, screw with each other and make fun of each other and figure out ways to like clown and get it's all about entertainment. Like, come on, guys. Like at a certain point, we're human beings. Like at a certain point, come on, I get it.
I will say this, Cyrus. 2 months ago, no one would have thought that Retro Bro would have showed up and been on the channel. 2 months ago, no one thought you would show up and be here talking. So who knows what 2 months from now? What the fuck?
Oh shit!
Cyrus, don't jump in front of the train.
I can't take it anymore.
Sorry. Yeah, it's things are progressing, and
like I said, who knows what's going to happen 2 months from now, a year from now.
Yeah.
I mean, we could always, like I said, someone suggested a charity boxing match between me and Tommy, and
you will not win that battle. I can tell you right now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Tony. I don't think so.
I think I got like almost a 10-inch height difference between the two of us.
Oh, well, okay.
So I got reach, I got age, I got, I'm younger than him. I think I outweigh him by like at least 50 pounds.
Damn, dude, you put a lot of thought into this. All right. You put a lot more thought into that.
And also, Cyrus, there's also the thing that Tommy is psychologically vulnerable.
No, look, guys, don't. No, Tommy's a human being, okay? Like he's a person.
I mean, literally in a boxing match, all it would take is a good distraction, and Tony would win. That's all I'm saying.
Well, if you're that much,
we gotta organize this now. We need the answer. We need to know.
If you're that much bigger, then maybe I need to.
I'm 6'2".
Yeah, you might have to have it might be one of those Mayweather type of bouts where it's not really boxing.
You sound like you're like 5. You sound like you're a short guy or something.
Is that what everyone thinks I'm short? Maybe it's because I'm Mexican. People assume that I'm like a small person.
I mean, no, it's just like you just sound like it. I guess I don't know.
How do you sound like a small person, Carl? I don't even know what
you just do. I mean, Show sounds like he's like 7 feet.
What's up, meatbags? Welcome to Geek Getaway. Today we're going to be talking about the Amico. No.
Yeah, do I sound like a munchkin or something?
First, the lollipops.
You kind of sound like Joe Pesci, sort of.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, you sound like you're Joe Pesci short.
Who's this guy?
You're off the show, Carl. Carl, you're gone.
Yeah. And that's it for Carl. And we all remember him fondly.
Retro Bro says, if you're over 6 foot, I can't really believe you're Mexican. I know. Everyone told me that.
Racist.
Yes, Ray.
No.
I am 6'2".
So now Retro Bro, you got to say it's not your fault. You're Italian.
Oh boy, here we go. So I don't think there'll be a
250 pounds, 6'3" if I wear my boots. I do have reach. I was trained a little bit of boxing, so
I don't think there'll be a boxing match. I don't think we can look forward to
boxing matches off all of a sudden.
I don't think that's going to happen.
We can play television boxing.
There you go. There you go. In television.
How about fighting with hammers, a la Streets of Fire?
You're a very violent man, Carl. You know that?
Carl brings up Streets of Fire.
Hey, that was a cool scene. That was a cool scene in the movie.
Every week with this guy.
Totally.
Streets of Fire every week.
Love that movie. It's one of my top favorite movies, top 3 movies of all time.
All right. Well, I've said what I could say to, I don't know what else I can say about it.
56K warning says, I don't know. Tony had trouble stomping on the cardboard. It's true.
That is actually a good point. Cardboard 1, Tony 0. Yeah. I don't know. I think I've kind of said everything I can think of to say.
Well, I didn't realize. Hold on, John's only 5'8". I thought Retro Bro was taller than this.
No, he's a little shorter than you might expect, but that he's huge. John's big, dude. He will definitely whoop your ass. Like that's not even a question. Like John's arms are like bigger than my legs. Like
I don't have a frame of reference because I don't know what your legs look like, but
well,
that's big.
I'm 5'11" and I weigh, I don't know, an enormous amount. So yeah, John's a big mofo. I would not take that. Mike Tyson. He's like Mike Tyson. He looks like that. Like he would.
If you're going to box Tommy, Tony, we would have to throw out the Queensberry rules.
Oh. I only fight by Queensberry rules.
So anyway, I have definitely enjoyed talking with you guys. Sorry about
it's been a trip. Oh, that's no problem.
That's fine. We've only gone 4 hours. I mean, it's kind of early for us.
Not always.
I remain friends with Tommy Tellerico. I remain a supporter.
Yes, you're right, and I don't blame you.
I remain a supporter of the Amico and of Intellivision.
You should. I want it to do well for what it's worth. I would like it to do well.
Thank you, Beefy. I appreciate that. I don't know. I don't know when or if I will ever come back to YouTube. I don't have plans to do it. So it's not going. That's one thing that people do like to joke, say, "Oh, Cy quit for a week and comes back." I'm not coming back anytime, and I don't even have plans to ever come back. But I do appreciate the sentiments. You guys have been nice to me.
You should join us. You should join us in Gabbing with Geeks.
Man, well, I don't. You're always trying to get other co-hosts. I feel like
I feel like it's kind of empty having that one little spot open between us.
It's okay, Carl.
I don't know that would be a great idea, but I appreciate it, Carl. I do. Thank you very much.
It's always a good idea. Like I said, the invitation is open. I've said this to everybody. As long as you're not banned on this channel, you're free to jump in.
Like Voldemort.
We don't always talk Amico. Sometimes we talk, wrestling or video games, He-Man.
It just so happens. Yeah. You mean Woke Man?
No. We were going to talk about the new one, but I guess that's going to get pushed back till next week, which is fine.
I don't like that one. It sounds like they're trying to make the He-Man version of the Shazam Captain Marvel movie. The Shazam movie.
Okay.
Yeah, see, Robo Blue makes a point. It would work to have somebody with opposing views. It's always good to have a calm discussion with somebody who's got an opposing view. And like
I'm not opposed to coming back once in a while. I just, I'm not. I don't want to do regular stuff. I'm just not in that place right now, but I do appreciate that.
Yeah, Carl likes three-way action. He doesn't like being alone.
Don't I know it?
I don't like the two-way,
Carl gave us a sneak peek of his OnlyFans.
He did.
I mean, I'm from Cincinnati, so we're big on three-way chili and all that stuff, so.
Oh my God!
His biceps with the jokes over here. Says Tony got frog legs. Come on, you can do better than that. I'm disappointed.
Well, anyway, guys, thanks for having me on. I've said what I can, trying to make some peace here. I think y'all have been very receptive, as much as can be. I don't know.
Now Voldemort is going to make a movie, going to make a video or something.
They do it anyway. It doesn't matter. It's fine.
I just think it's funny. That's all.
Don't go anywhere, Cyrus, because this is going to be I'm going to end it here. We're at 4 hours. We will next week, Beefy. We'll talk about He-Man. I'll give you the heads up. You know how we do it on this channel, guys. Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.